doing things in passing, things that matter most to the Liberian people, things that in their interest, and whatever individuals are wrongfully proceeding, will provide a space to court and to others. It's actually great to be here this Wednesday morning.
My brother Joseph and I normally think that you are a Jehovah Witness. I don't know if other people, if people can tell you that, but for us, we, from our observation, my first time interacting with you, that was the question I asked you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I asked if you were part of the Jehovah Witnesses, and you told me no. I said, "Wow, okay."
Yeah, I also have some of my friends normally based upon my name. Like I had one of my friends some part of last year. When they the fast, after the fast, when what were they doing for the Ramadan? I said, no, I'm not a Muslim. He said all along he thought of me is that I'm a Muslim. I said, no, I'm a Christian. But it's actually a great time to have to yourself to be within certain, because it's part of the truth of an organism that is adaptation. So that because the way you normally see I compose myself at times, even during the holy moment of Ramadan, when I had to change my profile photo. So maybe that was some of the reason too. He had to go that way to think about.
So you change your profile photo to what?
The people have a day called
Eid Mubarak.
Yeah.
So you change your profile photo to it.
Yeah, the Christian. I use the Christian as my profile photo for that period. So those are some of the reasons. Maybe he just came and felt that I was, a Muslim guy. So I'm a Christian. Yeah, but I'm not a witness. Though I have friends too who practice that, and I have the time to really associate with them. At times, and certain point in time, I used to take up my time to watch with them at times.
I see. Yeah, to be real, your way of doing things, your movement, everything appears to be a witness. Okay. So we're not wrong by seeing you because you work with them. I think you spend some time with them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we're not wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's good to be here this morning. Ishmael, we have something to look at this morning, and like I said, on this platform was given to us to run by the management, and we want to make sure that the platform become an independent platform wherein everybody's voice, all their voices will be heard, no matter what political institution you represent. Will avail this platform to you. This is about professionalism.
Sure.
And if you are given a tax as an individual, not basically being a radio personality, but a tax everywhere. You can be a driver, you can be a horse head, you can be a police officer. Ishmael, what I normally tell people is that once you are given a tax as a person, I'm saying this to you now as an individual here today and those listening. Once you are given a tax as an individual that, Boakai, you are due to be at this radio station every morning at 7 o'clock. Make it your responsibility to be here every morning at 7 o'clock. When you are not coming to work on that particular day, a hell of time you will tell your colleague that, I will not be to work on tomorrow. What am I saying? This position that you and myself we are in, we have people looking at us.
Sure, definitely.
We have people following us closely, and the tax that has been given us to run this platform, we need to do it to the best of our ability, that when we leave from here today or tomorrow, we should be recommended by people out there that, when Boakai was at this place, he used to be this person, or when Ishmael was at this place, he used to be the person. Your recommendation should be very easier. If you are working in an office, or you are serving as a security personnel, security guard somewhere, do it to the best of your ability. When people see you, they say, yes, when you were there, It used to be 100% okay. Even if it is not 100%, but it used to be 80 to 85% okay. That banana 15%, they should be judging you by that. But if you are given a task now, Ishmael, and you start to behave like a dassical, you don't want to fit in a gap, you don't want to do what is required of you doing, it becomes a serious issue. Now, your recommendation by other people to another institution becomes difficult because, for instance, you are given this platform and we start to do segregation, we start to, stop other people from being a part of this process. It becomes a huge burden on us and our character on tomorrow, because tomorrow our character stands for us and say, yes, when you are there, you did this. So that's just why it's something serious. And I thought it was we sharing this morning. It's not about us, but even people that are serving as maids, people that are serving as doctors, people that are serving as taxi drivers. Once you are given a task, do it to the best of ability, so people can be able to recommend you easily if you need a particular position to go another place.
Yeah, definitely. This is why it's always good to do what is right, even if no one is watching. Because part of what we do is social service, social responsibility to the state that we've committed ourselves to doing. And in the long run, there will come a time that history will have to judge us based upon the way we're going to compose ourselves, whether it's going to judge us negatively or positively. But one thing for sure we know is that history has its own way, of recognizing people or their contribution they've made or they are making to society. So if an individual is privileged to serve or given a task to perform, it is the expectation of the people that are beneficiaries of that outcome that you do it to the best of your ability. That is, you should do it in a way that will not be basically to satisfy your self-desire or to satisfy few, powers that are, quote or that are bent on proceeding wrongly or doing things differently. So if you have to do it with a sense of objectivity that that's the best way to do it. And that best way should be the utmost outcome to serve humanity. That's why I always tell people it's always good to serve humanity because it pays a lot. You may think, well, what you're doing, you are not getting the benefit that is so required. But you should have it. That it is pleasing to serve humanity. That if you serve people, it gives you that level of happiness. It gives you that excitement. So that all boils down with this thing about being passionate, being committed about whatever a person decides to do. Just forget about what may be, because at times when you go about to do certain things, there will be mixed reactions from the public. People will have to perceive it differently. But one thing is that have that in the back of the mind is the issue about conscience. Once said conscience is free, that what you're doing, or that person knows what he or she is doing is the best, go ahead and do it. Forget about the background noise and disturbances. They will continue to exist. They will continue to exist. And the songwriter will normally say, whatever don't kill you will help make you stronger. Yeah, so you just use that as a stepping stone to get at the point that you want things to be done. And with that, society are going to have a way to really recognize your effort, things you do. People may not realize it in the short term, but in the long term, in the next generation, in the next years or decades, society is going to understand the essence. That's why most of our African, Pan-Africans will normally say, the role of this generation is to plant a tree, and the next generation going to water the tree, and the following generation going to benefit the shade of it. It should not be about what we're going to get within this short space, but it is about the next generation. What will they see that was left behind, that they will be able to begin where those were made.
Okay, so that's it. And don't have it. What my big brother Joseph normally tells me is that don't have it in mind that without you, something cannot go on.
Yeah, sure.
Ishmael, you I may be here today, tomorrow may not be here. This show will continue.
Exactly.
No matter what it is. That's why we are nurturing people and other people are following closely to make sure that once we are not here, they should be able to fill in a gap. And it's just society wise. You be at a position, you think that you are all in, and without you, that institution can move on. Without you, that office can work. But remember that death, you don't know when death will come. And once you are dead, it will take us just few days before we look. People start moving on, and people start filling the gap. So, if you are an institution, don't think that without me or without your presence, it means that that particular institution can work. People are observing you, and they are capping your star, and they are fighting to be in a position that you are in. They are fighting to be. So once you leave or you are no longer in that position, you'll see someone will come and fill in the gap. So it boils down about death. The death comes to us. We don't know when death will come. So if you think that because I'm the best person that everybody talk about at a specific institution, so without me at that institution, like continue there, forget it, my brother.
Sure.
People are following you, and they can fill in the gap at any point in time.
Exactly. It's important that we take cognizance of that, because we are in an evolving world. On a daily basis, things are changing, and now everyone wants to get himself or herself in line or on top of the activities of the world. Where we have this thing about the 21st century, so everyone is evolving. So there is this new breed of knowledge, seeking appetite that have come in most of the people. So people are into this thing about multitasking, people doing two different jobs, different kinds of things. So when a person is called upon to serve, she must do it with utmost commitment. So that like you place it, it's a whole person can be filled at any institution or organization. Okay, so just story wise this morning, just to as motivational people for you this morning, but that's not our talking point this morning. Yesterday, was it the day before yesterday, when the LPP hosted their press conference? Yes, it was
the day before yesterday. The LPP hosted a press conference, and they expressed their frustration and dissatisfaction within the Unity Party. According to them, their expectation, most especially when it comes to the president, 100 days deliverable. The president 100 days deliverable is something that what they expected was what they expected was not met. So so they had a press conference, and in that press conference, we'll play that for you. That's our talking point this morning. The LPP of they supported the Unity Party in the second round. That's Councillor Tianwo Gonglo and his team supported the Unity Party in the second round. So they're becoming disenchanted with the Unity Party. That is something that we need to look at this morning. And I sent you the article yesterday, and we will play a segment of the voice here before. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get it. Sorry. Okay, let's go to their party chairman spoke in a press conference yesterday. Day before yesterday, rather. They'll take this one.
Of election based on its expectation that of the two remaining parties in the presidential race, the UP was the better choice in governing Liberia, consistent with the 10-point agenda between the two parties on the formation of an alliance or any other political consideration. It was based purely on national interest. even lost 4 of its partisans in the process of campaigning for the UP during the second round of the presidential elections. Therefore, as a party that supported the UP during the second round, the LPP is under a moral duty to help UP to succeed by speaking the truth about its performance.
Amanda! Amanda, freak away too! Speak truth to the power!
The Liberian People's Party says what it notes that there have been some missteps. It acknowledges that the fact that some notable achievements have been made thus far by the government. Achievements and confirms. The party commends the Boyka administration for the achievement made on its 100-day deliverable, while it takes note of some missteps that have the potential to undermine public trust and the building of better Liberia. SPP welcomes the signing of Executive Order Number 131, establishing the World Economic Crimes Code, following a rather redemptive action taken by both houses of the 55th legislature to pass a resolution for the establishment of the code. This is indeed a great step forward for bringing closure to the 40-year civil conflict, to end the culture of impunity and strengthen the atmosphere of peace while promoting culture of accountability. The LPP will closely monitor the administration to ensure that this code becomes operational and serves its purpose effectively without delay. LPP commends the government for efforts made during the first 100 days to rehabilitate some very challenging roles in rural Liberia, especially in Lofa and southeastern Liberia. LPP also commends the minimum efforts made thus far by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Environmental Protection Agency, Water and Sewer Corporation, and the Liberia Revenue Authority, amongst others, by taking steps in the right direction in their respective institutions. While the LPP notes with satisfaction some positive steps taken thus far, it has observed many missteps and wishes to highlight a few of them as follows. Number 1, formation of inclusive government. Contrary to President Boyka's promise to the Liberian people that he will form an inclusive government, meaning all Liberians will be represented in government, LPP notes with realization that 8 counties have no representation in the cabinet. Senator Amara Pona recently added his voice to the issue of inclusion. The GSA Director General Honorable Galaman Potimai, speaking to a group of local citizens, said that about 60% to 70% of the senior positions in the current government are occupied by citizens of Lofa County. Sadly, President Boyka did not follow Section 10.2 of the Executive Law, which prescribes the legal formula for the formation of inclusive government, developed by the legislature in 1973. The law says, I quote, as much as practicable, the president shall appoint 1 cabinet minister from each of the counties of Liberia. Had President Boyka followed this law, he would have formed an inclusive government. On this issue of political inclusion, former President George Weah of the PDP has a better record. He retained UP's Minister of Internal Affairs, Transport, and Information, as well as the Director General of the Cabinet and Director General of GSA, amongst other UP officials. B. Violation of the Public Financial Management Law, PFM. The Boyka administration violated the Liberian Public Financial Management Law enacted in 2009 when it requested and received $80,000 United States from the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, NASCO, to purchase vehicles while former President George Weah was still the President of the Republic of Liberia. The Boyka administration also violated Liberia PFM law by concealing the source of the funds for purchase of the 285 yellow machines. According to Honorable Mamakai Bilete, Minister of State without portfolio, and special envoy of President Joseph Lima Boakai, mentioned during the May 2024 cabinet retreat that Liberia had acquired the machine at the 285 machine part of gift or loan given to President Joseph Boakai in exchange for any of Liberia's natural resources, including the Wologisi Mountain. Additionally, while the Boakai administration violated the PFL law and confused US $21 million in United States dollars to be borrowed during 2024 calendar year. The Boakai administration reported within the national budget only US $45 million as money to be borrowed in 2024 instead of disclosing the actual amount of US $296 million. Further, LPP needs clarification of the 100-day deliverables. Specifically,
Okay, so that's the voice of the party chair of the Liberia People's Party of Tiawon Gonglo. So they are expressing their frustration. Yeah, they are expressing their frustration in the UP administration. The party criticized President Boakai for his failure to form a government of inclusion. Contrary to his campaign message, that was one of their statement there. Contrary, according to them, it's a contrary to President Boakai promise to the Liberian people that he will form an inclusive government, meaning all Liberians will be represented in government. LPP notes with reservation that 8 counties have no representation in the cabinet. Senator Amara Konen recently added his voice to the issue of inclusion. The GSA Director General, Honorable Galakpa Kotimai, speaking to the group of Lofa citizens, said that about 60% to 70% of the Sion position in the current administration are occupied by citizens of Lofa County. He said, sadly, President Boakai did not follow session. This is their statement, though. Even though he have read it, I just want to point out some key issues making news there. He says, sadly, President Boakai did not follow section 10.2 of the executive law, which prescribed the legal formula for the formation of an inclusive government developed by the legislature in 1973. The law says, as much as practicable, the president shall appoint one cabinet minister from each of the counties of Liberia. The LPP said, had President Boakai followed this law, he will have formed an inclusive government. The LPP Phil Renew human rights lawyer, Councilor Tiawon Gonglo, as its presidential candidate in the presidential runoff, blah, blah, blah. On other issues of the political inclusion, the LPP says former President George Weah of the CDC has a better record. You listen to the part? It says here, on the issue of political inclusion, the LPP says former President George Weah of the CDC has a better record. He retained UP's Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister of Transport, and the Director General of the GSA, among other UP officials. The party also accused the Boakai administration of violating the Public Financial Procurement, that's the Public Financial Management PFM law of 2009, when it requested the receiving of 80,000 in United States dollar from the National Social Security. So Ishmael, they were just into political marriage. LPP helped the Unity Party in securing a win over the Coalition for Democratic Change. But now they have started flagging out some of the red flags and some of the misstep the Unity Party is undergoing, and it is necessary though. But what I've observed, what I observe is that they are trying to make a political comeback. What am I trying to say? Our political party has been quiet for some time now, and been quiet. They've been waiting to see how will this government go about the first 100 days, and after the first 100 days, now we are going closer to 4 months now. What will the government do? That's the time they will come and start criticizing, and they have started the criticism already, Ishmael.
Yeah, and this should be more like a wake-up call to government that things, in some of these activities are not rightfully done. And this is laudable. I must admit, this is laudable because being silenced would not help, save the problem from existing. So part of this reason the LPP made a strong press statement. What the strong press statement is to remind the government. Then they put the United Party during the campaign period.
The promises.
Yeah, or some of those promises made like when people, and you told the people you're going to have a government of inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a government that adhere to the rule of law. But how come now you've come within just less than a year, you are doing things on the contrary? So it's important that the government not see this as something that is meant to bring them down, but as a means to double up. Because you listen to the chairman, Yangwa Zeze, he highlighted, prior to come to the government steps, he highlighted some of the government achievements made.
Yeah.
Anybody who mean well, the first thing that person going to do for you is that he will firstly be in a business to appreciate you and to recognize some of the best things you have done before coming to your missteps. And the government needs to welcome this within good faith. And in relations to the issue about government of inclusion, and it has been somehow kind of a difficult when we go about with this thing about the government being inclusive, and looking at cabinet ministers, right? Like the point he made about Gadakpa Kortima saying about 60% of the government officials are from Lofa. That was Mr. Kortima's assertion. But I want to question Mr. Zeze whether he was able to authenticate what Mr. Gadakpa Kortima said. It should not be that Mr. Gadakpa Kortima wanted to have pleased certain portions of Lobians that the president is doing things for their side, and this is something that have made the country to be in this issue about people being too tribalistic. Liberia as a country is not for one region; it's for all Liberians. We get 15 counties and we get 16 tribes, or maybe 16 ethnic groups. So every tribe in this country should be included in the government. And part of this should be the responsibility of President Bouakai. I have had a time to go through some of his government officials, and now what I have been able to discover is the issue about the southeastern. The southeastern, there have not been this proper representation from the southeastern part of the country. Maybe there will be some.
Someone may say they never voted the Bouakai's administration. The Southeasterners really went against the Unity Party from the results that came in from the Southeast. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
When Bouakai were into like 100 plus, or let's just say 500, that's the time you see we are in sometimes 6,000, 5,000, while Bouakai is in 400-500. So I'm not saying that that should stop the government from giving them the opportunity. Now they're coming in with the yellow machines. The government is saying that it is cutting across. Every county will receive 90 pieces of those equipment. So they are not being left out. But just like it's just like probably is the issue about confidence. When we was into power, we are used the Southeasterners to serve key position. We saw Eugene Nangbe, we saw Samuel Tuer, which a lot of people from the Southeast serve a key position too in his administration. So it's just like once any government come or any president, they can want to prioritize where they are coming from, because those people stood up with them when they were being elected as the head of the state.
Yeah, but even as that, right? In those southeastern counties, I too want to believe that there are top members within the Unity Party that are from the southeast. So some of those people too could be given, the privilege to serve, so that it erases this thing about people, not giving jobs to a certain region. So that just, have it as a country that we do away with it, wherein have a lot of executive, a lot of members of the ruling establishment of the UP alliance, because they had so many political parties that enter into political marriage with them during the second round of the election. So some of those individuals who have been given the opportunity to serve, so that this debate about government of inclusion can be laid to rest. Because the thing is, once this, in fact, what they're going to do is that it's going to attach of more, our popularity to the government. Of this man we voted against was brave to, appoint some of our kingsmen in top ministerial positions. So that's going to give that thing about, popular trust within the government. But now part of that, press conference is that the government should see it as a wake-up call to rise to the occasion, so that the government can put some of their acts together to re-strategize plans, to recalibrate, so that they have a team that is more robust to deliver on the Liberian people. I can tell anyone, the time is still soon. The government has, let's say, 5 years, some months remaining in its term. And the government has a whole lot to do. Once people that are charged with the responsibility to work are in line with the president, like you mentioned this issue about confidence, that's one of the reasons, right? People, a president would not just appoint individual that he thinks that he wants to appoint. He wants to appoint people that their vision aligns with his vision. Yeah. That's the thing normally people will do, most especially in political offices. They will not go and appoint people that will be thinking left while they're thinking right. If they are thinking right, those people should be thinking right, because the president has an agenda, and that's the arrest agenda. So he will feel much more comfortable to work with people that are going his way, so that it will be much more easier for him to achieve based upon his developmental agenda of the country. And if it's not the case, we'll see things all going helter-skelter. So even at this point that the president is appointing some of his confidants, things are, wrongfully proceeding at times. Yeah. Imagine him coming out to appoint people that are thinking differently. Where are we going to be? So that's the thing. But how to, is of the view that there should be opportunity given to people in the southeastern part of the country, so that they too can serve in top ministerial positions. They don't have to be, maybe you may say, opposition, unquote, because there's no time for that.
Yeah. But some of them are giving top. Some of them are giving some positions. It's just like probably they want a ministerial position. Yes. They don't want a deputy and the assistant minister. But some of them are giving a position in the country. So, but the LPP they came with a strong statement, and this statement is something that the Unity Party will have to work up on quickly, as soon as possible. If there is need, they talk about the issue about inclusiveness, and they talk about the issue about overlooking or validating some laws, most especially come to the PFM law, wherein the government, according to them, receive gift, the president received gift, the president this, the president that. All of these things are just serving as wake-up call to the government, and they should take it, like you said, they should take it into a good faith and work up on things. the LPP in their statement, they outline wide range of issues. It's a very long and lengthy statement that we will start to play it now. It will take up much time. So, and those that have been following it, they know what exactly the LPP stand for. LPP stood by the Unity Party in the just ended election. They serve as one of those political parties that got the Unity Party to where it is today. So their statement should be welcomed positively by the Unity Party and start working in line with what they say.
Yeah, interestingly, the LPP is the bro movement. So
the bro movement.
Yeah. So those of you that follow the political
people there. So, Mr. Gonglo, but they welcome the establishment of the war economic crimes court. They welcome that, and they talk about the issue about water and sanitation improvement in Liberia. They talk about roads maintenance across the country. Some of the positive things that the government have done already. They outlined them first before coming to the misstep that the government did. So it's a two-way statement. Yes. So and they are serving now as a whistleblower to the government, telling that you need to do this, you need to improve on this, you need to improve on that, so the government can improve. Ishmael.
Yeah, definitely, and that is called for within our democratic tenets, because people must have opposing views, so that with that it strengthens our democracy. So that is why we have diverse views on things as they go about in their activities, and the government needs to see this as a nap in the back, so that you need to do more. You are doing some great things, but there have been some missteps, and it's too early, so that they're giving you an early warning sign, because this is why a matured political party will normally do, so that you don't want people going the other way to be more of a backstabbing the government. And now they've placed it in the face of the government that, well, it's not because we supported you, then you will. Because the thing is, they are vast presidential candidate, Councilor, Dr. Imaya Yue. He was appointed to the EPA. The person even as that.
Yeah.
Though you gave her an appointment, that will not stop us speaking.
The vice presidential candidate is the one heading the EPA.
Yes.
That's executive. Environmental protection agency, environmental protection agency. So their vice presidential candidate is serving as the head of the EPA. But even as that, the person no, we have to speak on the issues that matters to the Liberian people.
Exactly.
And that's what they are doing it. So we'll open the phone lines now on 0778 669 0778 665 699. We'll talk about that this morning, and like I said, coming at 8 o'clock we'll have our guest. But we're talking about the LPP statement this morning. What do you make of their statement? Probably we may have them on Monday. Yeah, I'm reaching out to them, so their political leader, either their political leader or party chairman can share the platform with us on Monday. So 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644. Let's go to the phone line and take this person. Go on in.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Your name, where joining us from?
My name is Sagat, and you're from Steven to this morning.
Okay, welcome, my brother.
I want to say thank you to both of you guys for the topic in our discussion. But the chairman in our press conference, has a lot of contradiction. Of course, he said out of 15 countries, 8 countries is not being represented at the cabinet level. And he feels, I believe that recent people always who then have a press conference is to have enough time to at least address the issue.
Yeah, because the counties were not outlined by them. Which are the county that they say now?
If that is the case, that the county was not outlined or was not outlined, then I don't see it as a fit for us to trust that statement.
Yeah, but there was no, they never listed the counties that they said were not represented or were not given position in government.
Yeah.
They should have done that. Then we're going to.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so it had a lot of conversations. So it doesn't only certain countries it presented at the cabinet. That's not true. And secondly, the next thing he said, first of all, that he congratulated the president for his 100 days deliverables. And he came back and said, oh, how he needs some clarity on the 100 days. That's another contradiction. Then on what basis did you congratulate the president for the 100
Yeah,
days?
the achievement and the missteps, he commended them for some of the things that they done for like Eastern, the rehabilitation of roads in various counties, the issue about pipe-borne water distribution, the issue about a lot of other things. So he commended them first before coming to their missteps.
If he commended them, then he should have understand exactly what all took place during the 100 days. Something he has that moral standing to action them for more clarity, because he has already. And the next before I leave the line, talking about he is not being recognized or represented in this government. The House of Ombudsman, the current chairperson of who's Mr. Lamine Bagoy, he's the president appointed him there, and there are so many members of LPP president appointed in this government, but the chairman is not very informed. So the guys for him to come and make some clarity.
All right. We're having here probably on Monday. Yeah, we're trying to bring here on Monday. Let's take this other person on the line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning to the family of Bonch FM.
Welcome. Your name, where you joining us from?
My name is Tariq. I'm the chairperson of the movement against Yaga. I joined on District 10.
The chairperson of the movement against what?
Yaga Kolba.
Welcome, my brother. You're live on the show.
Yeah, thank you. I think the chairman of LPP is not informed, because if he's talking about government inclusion, let's take a paper. The Minister of State is from the Southeast. The Justice Minister is from the Southeast. The LPRC boss is from the Southeast. And a lot of people who can name from the Southeast. But I think the chairman is another angry man too, because he want to make some political statement that will feel him that the president will be.
He angry at what now? When you mean is another angry man, why he angry at that?
When I'm saying angry man, being a chairman of a party that supported a government up to 9 jobs, and people.
Yeah, but their vice presidential candidate is working. They give him a position. So
a vice presidential candidate working, and he's working. That's the difference. And when I'm saying angry, everybody wants.
So it means what you are trying to say is that because he don't have job, that's why he coming out with such a statement.
I'm telling you, this man.
But it was sanctioned by their political leader now, Mr. Tiawan Gonglo, because he was there when they were having this statement. When they were making a statement, rather.
Look, why you think Tiawan Gonglo did not read this statement?
The man are the party chairman. The man have the moral operandi to.
No, listen. The man is the party chairman, but the face of the party is Tiawan Gonglo. Tiawan Gonglo will be there because he's in believing institution. But Tiawan Gonglo, what the party chairman said is far from the reality.
No, man. The man agreed to the statement before he could come out. The man not agree. You not say the man not agree. No, my brother.
We being political party, not political party.
Okay, my brother. All right. Let's take other people on the line. 0778 665 699 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644 0880 561 644. We are looking at the statement coming from the LPP. That's the Liberian People Party of Tiawan Gonglo. They are outlining some misstep by the Liberian government. They talk about party of government of inclusion, and I like the fact that people are outlining some of the citizens that in this government and from the southeast. Samuel Amos Tue, the Justice Minister, the Foreign Minister, a lot of other people are from the southeast. So in the counties that he said that were not represented or are not represented, if they were going to list those counties, then we're going to know what he's talking about. So we're still taking your calls this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show on 0778 665 699, 0778 665 699, or 0880 561 644, 0880 561 644 are the lines that you can call, and you will be live with us this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show. Okay, so we stay taking your call. So Ishmael, this is it. The issue about inclusion. You know that even some Unity partisans, up to now, they don't have job.
Yes,
Most especially the youth, they are disenchanted. They are being frustrated, and other political parties representative are into government now. Most especially the MDR. MDR, there are a lot of people employed by this government and from the MDR. So people now from the Unity Party itself, some of the supporters from the Unity Party, they're not working.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. That is why we will call on government to create a space that we encourage, direct foreign investment, because government don't have the space to incorporate everyone. And it's a situation we are in right now. You see, people who went to the trenches, who went to the hard to reach counties just to campaign for the president election, are now being appointed at this time. And that is part of the whole political thing, right? People we just have to be dissatisfied for certain reason, because the thing is, those people were being bullied in their community.
Let's take this call. Okay, we miss up. Okay, yeah, like you were saying, they're being bullied, and I'm seeing an article from Front Page Africa this morning talking about what happened under the WIAS administration. Is the same thing now happening in the Buakai's administration, wherein the party chairman, in person of Mr. Luther Tape, sent a list to the Central Bank of Liberia. I've still see this. I say, Honorable J. Aloysius Talu Jr., Executive Governor, Central Bank, Republic of Liberia. Dear Mr. Talu, in line with our previous discussion, I read to recommend the following CBL staff as listed below for serious consideration. There's a statement according to Front Page Africa from the party chairman. Once again, you say, in line with our previous discussion, I read to recommend the following CBL staff as listed below for serious consideration. Nim Emmanuel P. Kodu, Central Bank of Liberia, level of education C, it's a MBA, NBA, Central Bank of Liberia, employment, current area of employment, Central Bank of Liberia. Charlie Barkley, Sanjo, MPA, that's a level of education, MPA, MA, BA, undergraduate, Gabriel Dennis Foreign Service Institute, Central Bank of position, means the area of employment, Central Bank of Liberia. So, Deputy Director General, the first person area of interest is Deputy Director General for Deputy Director General Support Service Department. Then the second person, the position that they want is the Director of Human Resource Management Department. That's they go to the third person, Yanto Gala, BSc Economics, Central Bank area of employment, Central Bank of Liberia, area of interest. They place now the present one, Assistant Director on-site examination, macrofinance session, regulations and supervision department, RSD. That's the person area of interest. That's the place now they want to go. Then we come to number 4, Serena K. Kupa, BA in sociology, area of employment, Central Bank of Liberia. And then the place that they want to serve now is contractor transfer to regulations and supervision department. A lot of people here now, so we have a lot of lists. There are plenty here on the list, so let's go to the phone line and take some calls here. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, brother Kamara. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name, where joining us from?
I'm Edison W. Yabaro, calling from around 72nd.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to applaud you and Ishmael for the fascinating discussion in regards of the press conference held by the Liberia People Party. You know, good start. Once you support somebody when the person is going contrary of what you have made or what the decision you guys came up to, when the person is going contrary, you need to make them to bring them to bookings so that they should continue their errors. So I just want to applaud them. The government should see the need for this so that they can see what something I was shared by others or supporters of them. So I just want to applaud them. They should continue advocating in making the government in terms of checks and balance, and most especially inclusion.
Okay.
The president spoke about inclusion in his during the campaign process. So I want him to think about it to see how he include all Liberia into his government. You know, I just want to applaud you and finally, I want to. What is Harry Biddy?
He's not too well. He'll be here probably on Monday.
Okay, I wish you see the recovery. Okay,
let's take our last call. Then we'll cross over to our first set of guests this morning on 0778 665 699, 0778 665 699 or 0805611644. We take our last call, then we move on to our first set of guests this morning. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Good morning. My name is Abba Duffy. I'm calling from Sultanate.
Welcome, Abba.
Thank you. The press conference on the LPP for me is welcoming because it also strengthens the government if the government will have listening ear to listen. Yeah, because people who join in the boat with you to share the vision with you, they remain committed to the vision. And when you are going the contrary, with all fear, when they tell you, it means that they love you.
Yeah.
They don't take you. Now, when we talk about some success being made, for me, I'm from Grand Bassa County. I keep a Bassa this on Sunday. As now they are paying posts for Pakistan, entering Buchanan, right? They are running wire. If you go to Compound TV right now, from 1847, that part of Liberia now be able to receive correct. Now they are paying posts there right now. So then when you get to DJ Town to go to Sadistan on the Russell Road, I can assure you that you can take a care there. So at least progress is being made. But something that I want to put forward here is that the legislature, the Senate, should be able to do what is right in line with the government in making sure that they carry on their oversight responsibility in the best interest of the Liberian people. Because we should not be looking at the president alone.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That's our last call this morning on that segment. So we have with us now live in studio our guys from district number 3. They've been talking about the issue about the district and their lawmakers. So they want to come and dig deep into the district number 3 politics. Okwewu is here from another gentleman. Let me say good morning, guys, and welcome to the Punch Breakfast Show.
Thank you.
Just hold the microphone to you a little bit. Okay, you address to it. Yeah, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Boakai. Let me say good morning to you and the peace-loving people of District number 3. And let me say thank you so much, and the management of the Punch FM also. we say thank you so much for the invite.
How is the lawmaker?
Well, the lawmaker, I think he's keeping good in his own camp. Say as a bit. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Your name?
Okay, I'm J. Adolphus Dodo.
J. Adolphus Dodo.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the Punch Breakfast Show.
Yeah, thank you. And my great thanks and appreciation to the administration of Punch FM for giving all the leverage and the courage to always talk on critical issues that are confronting our nation and that of our districts.
Mr. Dodo, I normally follow you guys, and it seems to be that is there a problem between you guys and the lawmaker of District Number 3 in person of Mr. Sumoke Moba?
No, if you just leave it open and then talking about problem, it is relative anyway.
Yeah.
Or there's an issue that having to do with the district. It's not personal. So anything that have to do with the people, we as a conscious-minded person or individuals who got to speak on it to see how best this level we live in or this our district in our country can be transformed, because you cannot come up with a change and the change cannot affect anybody.
Okay, so what's the issue?
The issue you have to do with the wrong proceeding of the lawmaker, and when it comes to managing the district, there's serious contradiction within the district.
How is he managing the district? Is it because he haven't included you guys to some of the things that he's doing positively? Because a lot of people speak positive things about him when it comes to development, when it comes to interacting with the youth, and a lot of empowerment he's doing there. Why? Is it because he haven't included you guys on some of these things, or what?
No, if you say so, then I'll try to use the Baga government as a case study. Not everyone working in the government, right? But there are majority person in this government on policy making issues. So if you see, especially discussing the youth, the brother is now in a very bad condition when it comes in the side of the youth, because he recent statement to the youth, making the youth to understand that they are criminal.
What was the statement? What was the statement?
The brother, when Imam and OKFM, he make the people to understand that the youth in District Number 3 are all criminals. Just because
he said that, he said they are criminals.
Yeah, go and check on Judah J page. You are the last guest on the show. Yeah, I think 7 days ago. Check it out.
Yeah, but he's saying that the youth within the district, or some of the youth, because characterizing
the brother are very clear. As the time he make it, Judah J try to put him back on track, making to understand that the district is not only made out of youth. There are other old folks within the district, and there are youth within the district. And then the brother said, I'm not talking about my old folks, are discussing the youth because we catch many of them. Judah J also making to understand, Ali, if he says some, he said no. He said there are many, and there are all the youth. When I playing the solar panel light in the district, they're going to play out. We do that and check the recording. So now we come back to making the understand that in how much you cherish the youth as you play, and which are far from reality. This is the time that you have to go back on the FM, making the open apology to the youth of the district, because in any given institution or in any area, the youth as the forerunner of that particular area. So if you if
the youth not want to work with the lawmaker, there's no need of him wasting his time on people that they are not winning. Probably you guys have been financially influenced by other people within the district to criticize everything that the lawmaker do.
No, but I will not left for you to reduce the youth in.
No, I'm saying this because probably some people are there. You know, they will say, "Oh my man, I want you to be part of my camp." And anything that the lawmaker do, criticizing, no matter what it is.
No, but understand that it's not a complete period. We say we have a very longer time to the issue. And let me use myself as a case study. You are taking me, you say, oh brother, I want to help you. I want to transform your life on policies issue. Will I send to go against you, or will I send to go against the policy making? No. Unless if you are trying to deviate from what benefit the people. Are no good, are no bad. If issue confronting my people, it is not something to sit and look at and say, but then let lead the lawmaker, let him be on a honey move and then see him diving into contradiction on a regular basis. So this is the time that we have to start erecting the checkpoint at the possible time that the people, the district can benefit from the fair share distribution of the natural resources.
Let's cross over to you. You normally call on the show, you expressing your dissatisfaction and your frustration within the lawmaker, in person of Mr. Smo Moba. What are some of the things that you are facing with the lawmaker? What are some of the problems?
Oh, thank you again, Baka. Let me say thank you to you. You see, the issue about the lawmaker working in the district, you know, it is becoming unbecoming. When the lawmaker took over, we decided to give him a honeymoon period in administration. And District 3 for so long, District 3 have been vacant from past leaders. And you know, the motto of our district, if you ask anybody in our district, they will tell you, we don't return lawmaker here. That is our motto.
You can return lawmaker?
No lawmaker have been retained in our district. We always keep
but there could be a first time. Everything will have first time, so the lawmaker could return. So there is nothing. Nothing is impossible when it comes to politics.
It depends on the man what.
Well, I think when you use the word first time, I think this will be the first time for a lawmaker to be impeached in our district.
Who are you guys planning of impeaching him?
Well, it can happen in as much as we conglomerate the forces together as young people. Well, we will do that when we conglomerate the numbers. As young people, you will see our stance, right? Now, we decided to give the lawmaker a honeymoon period in his administration to sit, because we know that he is a freshman lawmaker and he's a novice in the House. So we decided to give him the working space and the briefing space to see how he can adjust himself to work on behalf of the district positively. And we were all waiting to open arms and work with him to make sure that our district get on path than other district, right? But then the lawmakers see that as our weakness or things as usual, right? Like normally our district is not ready politically discharged. Every lawmaker that come, whether you do things or out of the way or not, we don't bother you. We leave you do whatsoever things you want to do. When the 6 years elapsed, we take our actions.
So now you want to you guys want to politically charge the district, no matter what it is, to get the lawmakers' feet on fire to do the referendum thing.
Exactly, because our district have been a victim.
Yeah, but this lawmaker, we in person of Mr. Moba, you said that he's new, and you guys, what I expect you guys to do is that to ride around the lawmaker, show him some of these things. He said they may not know anything about lawmaking or other things. So you guys that in the know of some of these things, why can't you ride around the lawmaker to get him working in the interest of the district? That's my problem.
The first question should be as to whether the lawmaker is willing to work with the youth in the district. That should be the first question. Because if the lawmaker is coming to use some sarcastic remark on the youth of the district, that the youth are criminal, like my colleague said, you can go on join the OK Conversation on Julia J page. You will find a recording, and I have it. I have that recording here. Yes, I have it for I have it for record, right? I have that recording. The lawmaker referred to the young people in the districts that we are criminal, and Julia J correct and you say, "But how do you know that it was young people? Why you can't say some old people?" You say, "No, I know it is the young people. We grab them. We grab some of them." So the people you grab at the time, taking down the Chinese laws, quote unquote, that you said you planted across the district, why did he take them to the law?
But why is it that they are taking down the lights? Well, the man is fighting to develop the district, and you guys are destroying things, or all the youthful generation. They not you specifically, but other people are taking down the light. Why would you do such a thing?
The first thing is that it should be established as to whether you were taken down properly by youth, maybe criminally or not, because we know the attitude of this lawmaker. He's a schemer. We know whether you can be planted in Lepo in back the mission community, for example, and when you left, you send people behind it to uproot it, bring it back to you, and you carry it to another community.
Then the mail go arrest the people and carry them to jail. No. Nobody will do such a thing. It's just wasting your own resources, man.
No, it's not about wasting. If you uproot it and bring it to you, use that same pole to carry to another community to have it planted there. So in the name that are planted lipo all over in the district, right? The 11 community in the district. It can be that way, right? But it will not be ready about, to say you wasting resources. No, it's not about wasting resources, right? But you can do it out of scheming motive.
So it means
There's a
that
lawmaker that has came on the people of District 3. This lawmaker in the campaign period were sleeping in the warehouse of the Channing Coastal. You told us that you were residing in the district with us.
you are sleeping in a warehouse?
Yes, of Channing Coastal. Yes, that's where the lawmaker was sleeping. And you know, and people say that the lawmaker is here with us and whatsoever, so we should have it elected.
The man is, we have interviewed him on several occasions.
They didn't tell you that he live with us in the district?
Yes, of course, he lives in the district, and he owned a lot of property within the district. He's even working with the guys that at the Channing story there. Yeah, he's
like Chinese partner.
Yeah, so you know, Kwewu, let me say this. I think the issue about Mr. Small Mobile, Mr. Small Mobile is doing well from our own standpoint.
You've been judgmental, right?
I come in. Mr. Small Mobile is doing well, and I think you guys need to rally around him. And I like the fact that you guys are criticizing him constructively, but now on the issue about rooting up Lepo, on the issue about going against him personally, it makes sense that you guys have personal issue against the lawmaker. So let's do it district wise, let's do it politically, and we can forge ahead, because now the issue about rooting out Lepo, saying the man sleeping in Costory, all of these things, it's like you have a personal issue against the lawmaker.
No, Baka, it is not about personal issue. I'm telling you that the lawmakers came on us. He told us that you were living in the district with us, right? And I'm telling you where he was residing prior to the campaign or in the campaign period.
Okay, so who you supported in the just in the election?
Well, this current election, I was not really focusing on district lawmaker.
Yeah, but
I was focusing on the national campaign.
Yeah, who you voted for?
Right?
Who you voted for the district level?
For the district level, I voted CB.
CB Bashir.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our brother. You've listened to Kwewu.
Yeah, I listened to Kwewu, and the issue about the lawmaker scheming is not news. It is something usual. And like he said, the lawmaker make people to understand that he live right at the Channing Coastal. When do a fast check burger, the lawmaker is residing in District 2, where he have a school.
What about District 2?
In Johnsonville. Johnsonville. The brother is living there. And the issue about ruling all the light, during the campaign period, the brother was using a scheme tactics. He ruled his own, he sent his guys to rule his own light and take it to the next community. We went into his fence with the fast when got like intelligence. And we saw some of the posts lying in a place in Moti. So this is a man that came to the disco to deceive the people of District Moti. And if that's why he said that maybe you people don't want to work with the lawmaker because you're attached to
because you guys are attached to CB Bashir. So
I want to cancel that notion, right? Maybe it may get to other people just the way he's saying it. This is a man that came to power. He took the district leadership, and then when it comes to the issue of the DDC,
you make it coming anytime.
The issue of the DDC, because the DDC, before the head of the DDC being installed into office, firstly you organize the community leadership, and then the community leadership will vote for the DDC chair. But the brother came with all the moving up and down are happening during the regime of Honorable Bashir, and then they says that people within the broad leadership, they have only 4% are legitimate. You getting it? So to work with that 4 legitimate individuals to organize election within the 11 communities, the brother said no to that. And then he took the people from there and then installed his own people into office to work in his interest. He even took the DCC to court.
Yeah, because
he also went, he took the this is a man that just came to the spotlight in the district and just started taking people to court. The recent one is our own brother.
And you just get my interest when you come to that issue about the DC and the Edo Council. And part of that, Hulu Balu is the thing about they go about to declare no confidence. And this is where I want to understand, right? An individual that was legitimately elected by a majority member of the district, is it within the purview of the DDC or Edo Council to declare no confidence within that individual?
It will happen because if you look at the head of the DDC now acting, he's an area community leader. Dr. Henry Reeves, He used the moment to say, oh, you come and sit there and control the issue of the DDC to see how bad you can structure everything within the district, which is far from the constitution of the district. You cannot take a norm deal within the district and make him DDC there. And which the position that he's serving is an elected position. Who went to election? There have been no election organized within the entire district, but the brother appoint people. Then he talking about setting up a transitional team. Where the team goes, they are hearing on okay, making people understand that even he brought trash can along the road. At the end, he made people understand that people from his opponent from the district when paying people to take them from the community can struggle within in the trash can. So he got angry and took the trash can from there. How can you be doing something to the people of district number 3?
He mentioned that his action was as a result of acts of corruption then carried out by the DDC and not the Edo Council. What's your response?
No, but if you look at the proceedings, it is corrupt. So I don't see him using that against the people. Because if you want to go by the law, because usually like I follow when obey you say the law is the law. You want to go by the law, you should always be law-abiding individual. You cannot take someone from in position unlawfully, then you want for them to same process of you. The 4 leaders we are discussing in the district, they are legitimate leaders within the district. Went through the due process and they were elected to serve the community. And you can't talk the people from there. So he appointed people who he feel he can work with to see how bad if any money drop within the district they can impress.
Yeah, but that's the same people. So it means that what you are saying it was what that was happening under the Bashir's administration. Because if Bashir were the one keeping those that he removed, so it means that they were receiving money under Bashir when Bashir was lawmaker and they were sharing the money. Is that what you're trying to say?
But I also understand that
I'm asking this question because what you are saying now is probably it happened before. So now
no people who he working with now, even the DCC chair that he said that they are not interested in taking them off. These are people that are really campaigning for him, even against the law, the city lawmaker at the time. They really campaigning for him against Honorable Bashir in his election. And then with the understanding that because if you follow the happening during the campaign, the concerned youth of district number 3 locked the town hall on issue of the proceeding of the DDC in collaboration with the lawmaker. Why you think it happened? It is because we wanted accountability when it comes to the management of the town hall. There are nothing that are benefiting the youth within the district, and even smoke coming to the district again, doing the same. We feel that is a disservice to the people of district number 3. So this is the time we start erecting the checkpoint, so people can start getting the understanding that I took power to benefit my people. So as you always work to seek the interest of the people, you cannot get more than 45,000 individuals within the district. And you only take the 5% that seem present to you and you say you're doing well. No. Seriously, and then let me just give you.
Let me just
acknowledge you on the issue. When the brother won the election, he said he donated ambulance to the people of district number 3. I challenge anybody within district number 3 to point out the ambulance that he provide within our district. The brother came and blindfold the people and took the ambulance and sent it back to the person who owned it. So he only came to make people to be, let's say, the full people that he may be given the leverage.
So you are saying that the lawmaker brought an ambulance during the election, during the campaign, and later on, right after the election, when he won the election, he took the ambulance away?
Yes, yeah.
You can say it. You are not seeing. I mean that you are not seeing it because everything about him is wrong in your eyes. So you may not say because you don't want to see it. Other people probably may be benefiting from that particular ambulance.
No, Paga.
Yeah.
And like on a national level, I supported the United Party, and even at the time we appear on, there are many days we appear on Truth. I make people to understand some good things that President Weah did all the time, but it was not sufficient to get the admiration of the people of Liberia. So he have to go. So not because I'm in the opposition position, if somebody doing something that get to do with the people, benefiting the people, then I try to go against it. No. We are talking this because we want to make the lawmaker to understand that the trajectory which in going on is very wrong for our people. This is the time that you start doing something that will benefit the people and start carrying people to court all around the place.
Cool. I understand that one of your friend lately was I don't know whether harassed or taken to court by the lawmaker. You want to give on you want to update us on what happened between the lawmaker and that individual?
Okay, thank you, Baka, again. You see, one of our comrades in the district, in persons of comrade Phyllis Rabba, the young ideological comrade who reside in the district, when the lawmaker used that general remark on the youth of District 3 that we are criminal, and Phyllis went in defense of his own personal character and debunked the lawmaker, and in fact told the lawmaker that you have not even declared your assets, so that's been criminal minded, and you have not even done your judge text, so who knows whether you can be just at it. So based upon those adjectives that the comrade used on the lawmaker arbitrarily incarcerated the comrade to the Monrovia Central Prison without any judgment.
Oh, so what I'm understanding, Jeba, the man questioning him about you haven't done your job text, or you haven't done your job test, you have not declared your assets. You are not declare your assets. So that's the problem.
You are a criminal. So because of those,
why will he refer to a sitting lawmaker as criminal? We can come to the discourse and push our thoughts and push our ideas without going so low. He's a lawmaker. He's the one directly representing the district. Whether you like it or not, that's 6 years, and the man will be there. And probably you guys are talking about impeachment. I don't know how soon we say impeachment come. And if you get all of the signatures, that's one aspect of it. And going into the entire process will take some more time. So we have to respect our leaders, man, no matter what it is, bro.
Okay, thank you, Braka. Thank you. You see, the issue about respect is that respect is given to us, sir.
Yeah.
Respect is not just given to the leader. The leader should respect his citizen. The citizen are his employer, and he is our employee. So if you come to disrespect the citizen who employ you, and you are working at the expense of us, and you cannot respect us, then you want the people to respect you. Okay, let's even take it as face value that you alone deserve respect. But then there's something called due process. Why didn't the lawmaker provide the comrade due process to explain himself, but rather arbitrarily arrested the comrade to take in at the Monrovia Central Prison without any due process? The comrade was remanded at the Monrovia Central Prison to spend a night there. And you know how the Liberia prison facility look very deplorable, right? But the comrade who is the first time.
The men are revolutionary, so you shouldn't be afraid of.
No, the comrade is not afraid. The comrade is not afraid, right? The comrade is not afraid.
No, when you are going to something, most especially in our body politics, me, I sit down behind the microphone. I know that anytime I may go to jail, so you should be prepared for it.
And that's why you see the lawmaker maybe ignorantly he thought he was doing that to intimidate the young people, but rather he did that to make us more courageous, to rise up to the occasion, to muster the courage to checkmate and erect the necessary check for him. The administration for the 6 years that he will be leading us in that district, we will make sure to rise up with conglomerate forces. The Glassland I heard some comrades also here. Coming that they are under the banner of the Concerned Youth of District 3. We are also working in collaborative efforts to conglomerate forces to bring in other communities together and young people. So be it men and women, adults, because even the DDC, the DDC that the comrade talk about here, the majority of them are all adults. So if you come and dissolve the entire DDC, you expect the adult will be in favor of you? No. So we know that the adult too are disenchanted with the lawmakers. So we work across the district from all gender that we conglomerate forces to make sure that the lawmaker will be accountable to us. We will not intimidate anybody. The lawmaker will not be inherent in that district.
Okay, so now we will say some of the errors. It is not the entire errors that are disenchanted, and it is not the entire youth force within the district that are disenchanted. Some are not disenchanted. You guys are the one seeing the the lawmaker in your lenses, in your own eyeglass, that proceeding wrongly. Others are moving on, and the district is moving on correctly. But you guys from the CB Bashir's end are seeing things differently. I'm saying this because I asked you and you say you supported CB Bashir, and CB Bashir was the contender to Mr. Smokey Mobile. So now, because Mr. Bashir now won the election, so you guys are disenchanted and coming out a lot of things and saying that, oh, the lawmaker is this, the lawmaker is that, because your candidate did not win the district elections. Okay, that's a problem.
Okay, thank you, brother. You see the issue about CB, right? I know I want to mention CB in here.
Yeah, but you
asked me and you push me
to
the wall
but
to show who I voted for.
But that's it now.
No, that's not it.
That's
CB.
I'm not to know who you voted for.
CB, and so if I voted for you before, maybe the past election, doesn't mean you and I still have political alignment. No, CB and I don't have any political alignment.
Why would
if you can call anybody from CB camp, they will tell you.
I'm telling you, you voted a man.
Why
you voted him?
Okay, very good. CB contested on the United Party ticket, and I'm a United Partisan. I believe in the party ideology. So anybody who contests on the party ticket with a good conduct, with a moral conduct, I will support you.
Okay, so why now you are not in bed with him politically?
Why I'm not in bed with him politically? CB is not actively politically functioning. So actually, I will not be. You know that.
Okay, now he's not active, okay, I understand. He's not actively politically functioning according to you.
Yeah.
Because he has some of you guys on there. You know, he has some of you guys push his agenda, so he's not sitting back and supporting you guys financially, morally, and letting you guys to go and do the fighting for him.
Okay, but I thank God you've been hearing the name of Kwewu, right?
Yeah.
You may not know me of integrity. If you can call anybody from CB camp, if it tells you that since after the election, and even before the elections, in the elections period, I will not focus on the district election. I will focus on the United Party National Campaign.
That's what I asked you. Who you voted for?
I told you I voted in my district, right? Because I reside in the district, and will not sit on the face of the district activity to say I will leave the district to go register.
Okay, so
I rested in the district, I voted there, and I follow a revolutionary mandate from the party to vote for every party. Every candidate I'll contest on the party ticket.
No. Easy now. This is about this is what I sometimes, you know, came fountain around my head, in a sense that once a party that you are supporting come over for candidate, whether the candidate is good or not, or you just go ahead and vote in the person.
No, but
because it was the mandate for the party. I come in now.
Yeah.
So now, what was my question? My question here is that were they under CB Bashir and Mr. Sumo Mobile in a race?
No.
Other people were in a race.
Yes.
And they were capable of serving as lawmakers, right?
Yes.
And you thought, what were your thought about them?
What were your thought about them?
Let's exclude the two persons, the CB Bashir and Sumo. The other people that contested, what were your thought about them? Were they not capable of being lawmakers?
So let's assume if we exclude the two candidates from the CB and Sumo.
Yeah.
Let's say the other candidates around the I think 15 to 16 candidates remaining, right?
Were they not capable?
Okay. Let's assume that all of them were capable. Was I have the right to vote for all of them?
You're not having the right, but you could select one apart from
okay, that's why all of them
I come in. You could select one of them since you know that Sumo will not be a better lawmaker, and you have tested a CB Bashir and he did not do well. You could have selected the other people instead of the two people that were top list.
So you see, Braka, you still pushing me in CB discussions that if I want to
CB, pushing, no, I will push you in CB discussion because you voted CB.
Okay,
and I want to make it. I want to make the people. I come in. I want to make the public know the stand that what you are doing. Your agitation, your everyday calling. Oh, I'm vexed. I would love it. It's from a bad job. Like you supported somebody that contested in a district. If you're just a mere citizen, that just selected somebody, let me just go there, man. I'm not part of the Unity Party. I'm not part of the CDC. I'm just an ordinary citizen. Let me just go and vote. If this were the voice that were coming out of the district, raising up the concern, we could say something else. But you, as Unity Partisan, you supported CB Bashir, you supported blah blah blah. So your voice will not resonate because people know the person that you are.
Okay, I agree. Even if I was to vote for the least candidate within that race, So today you ask me who you voted for, and I call the name of that person, you would have still say it is because of that. So that's the problem. Okay, so that's the issue. That's why I don't want to mention CB here too much. You have to send the messages out there that CB is the brain behind of our agitation against move. CB and I, we have not seen since the election. Call anybody from CB camp, but if you have CB number, call him. You will tell you that he and I, we have not met. So I'm not even going closer to CB.
Okay, so who's supporting you? Who's supporting you to go against the lawmaker?
But every time I call on the issue here, when I have friends,
I'm asking you a question. If it is nobody, tell me say nobody.
Nobody. I'm on a revolutionary skin. I'm on a revolutionary stance as the youth in the country, from the war youth. But the lawmaker on the citizen and the youth of the district. I am a youth in the district and the state. So planning to keep mute, to allow the lawmaker message to go around. No, we will have to come out to debunk and defend our individual characters.
Okay, have there been any positive thing done by this lawmaker?
Yes.
And what are some of those things?
Well, the first thing I can appreciate him for the roundabout. He constructed at the supermarket, right? Like
is it a good thing?
Yes, it is a good thing. Beautify the area. Though sometimes we may question you as to whether he did in collaborative effort with the Ministry of Public Works. Though we can do those questions and other things.
But it is nice.
Well, yeah, but in terms of maybe the beautification,
I'm asking you, it is nice.
Yes, it is nice.
Okay, and it represents the district.
Well, I'm telling you, I say it represents the district. Okay. But in terms of beautification of the district, right?
Is that the only thing that he have done positively?
Well, in recent times, I heard that he bought some wheelbarrow and shovels and maybe distributed some confidence in the districts, communities, so maybe do some drainage cleaning up. But well, I have not seen anybody doing some of those projects. Like my community I live in, back the mission, we have a lot of drainages that have been crushed, right?
And what are you doing to clean the drainage?
Well, those
you waiting for the lawmaker to can do it?
No.
What are you doing to clean the drainage?
That's why I'm telling you that as a youth, I'm waiting to see the progressiveness of our district. If a lawmaker were waiting to work with youth who are in the interest of the district, not youth who will praise and praise singing or maybe sing kumbaya with him, if he were not thinking that direction, where our district will be going forward.
I'm asking you, let me repeat myself. What are you as an individual doing to clean the drainages in the district?
Well, we are going to help the lawmaker to collaborate.
You are not helping the lawmaker. You are helping yourself. You are helping yourself.
Yeah.
What are you as an individual doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah. Are you working are you working with other youth to help the district instead of the lawmaker? Let's forget about lawmaker. Now my question is, what are you as an individual doing to help the district itself to clean the drainage and make the place good for the citizens of the district?
Well, the first thing we can do is to carry all the messages across the district into various communities, to community dwellers, to inform them how to maintain the drainage, that we cannot be jumping, we cannot be doing decks in the drainage to crush the drainage, because rainy season there will be a water stroke, right? And that create fraud into the community, right? So we first carry on our awareness to our community dwellers. But then when it comes to helping to clean up the district, logistically, we are not equipped.
You're not equipped.
Yeah, we are not equipped.
You reach out to the lawmaker, he not assess you.
But that's why I'm telling you that the lawmaker, even if I don't reach out to him himself, maybe I don't know who reached out to him and then him tell to buy those shovels and wheelbarrows.
So right? Why can't you reach out to the lawmaker and say, I want to do this in my community. I'm from this community and I'm serving as this person in my community. I want to help the community. I want to help the district in cleaning the drainage. Please, can you assist me? Why can't you reach out to the other permanent people who have businesses within the community? You can reach out to them and say that we want to help the district move from this level to this level. You guys need to come in, and you can do it.
The first thing we need.
That's why you are politically charged to do it.
The first thing we need from the lawmaker is self-confidence to build in himself on behalf of the youth in the district, to trust the youth that yes, the youth are able, or the youth competent or capable of doing the work, to trust us, right? But now the lawmaker don't even have any trust for the youth, right? He doesn't have any confidence for us. So if I wake up to go to the lawmaker who already have a preconceived mind that the youth are criminal-minded in the district. So if even I may explain anything to him that lawmaker want to carry on so projects, but logistics this is why we are not, equipped. We will need some logistics from you, other rainbows, wheelbarrow shovels, and other things we need it. The lawmaker, the first thing he would think in your mind that we want to get it and go and sell it, right? Okay, that's the first thing you would think in your mind.
Yeah, let me come in. You know, I listened to you and you highlighted that the lawmaker is not a listening leader. Now I'm concerned. What are some of those approaches that you have used in order to have an audience with the lawmaker and he has not given you, listening ears?
Well, number one, when the lawmaker took over, he went and disagreed with the DDC. We told the lawmaker you are proceeding wrongly. The DDC is under a local government act. They are community heads. The first thing, if you say that the DDC, the DDC terms are elapsed, the first thing you need to do is to work with them to have election conducted in every community. Then those community leaders that will be elected, they will come to elect the DDC here. Then from there you can move on to see how best the district can move forward. But the lawmaker did not listen to us in that quest. He went arbitrarily to dissolve the DDC, appointed an acting DDC, headed by Mr. Reeve. And the previous DDC were headed by Patrick Graver, right? Lawmaker dissolved that entire group, appointed his own acting DDC. And the citizens spoke against it. The lawmaker refused to listen to it. And the lawmaker and the DDC went to court. The issue has not been resolved. The lawmaker left the issue in court and came to appoint his own acting DDC. That's number one. Number two, the lawmaker took that action when he referred to the young people as criminal. We told the lawmaker to retract his statement and apologize to the youth of the district. Up to now, the lawmaker have not done that apology.
You have a copy of the written letter that you sent to him?
Well, you're talking about written letter. Yes, I have a copy of the written letter. Yes. If you need it, we can display that.
Yeah, you have it. We have it on here.
No. I didn't bring it with me.
Okay. So let's come in. Then we'll go to the phone lines. You listen to your colleague, and I'm asking the hard questions because I don't want you guys make it appear that the lawmaker is not doing anything. He's this, he's that. So that's why I'm asking the hard question. I'm asking the hard question because the people want to know what have the lawmaker done and what haven't the lawmaker done, and this is about uniting the district, not about fighting each other. It's about uniting the district in moving forward. You guys may be disenchanted, but the district is going on, and the lawmaker is there serving, and people are working along with him. So if your disenchantment keep being, an everyday
minority,
that older minority working along with him.
Well, yes.
Let's go. Listen.
Okay, Paka. Again, let me say thank you. Because like you are trying to quiz the brother about CB issue, and saying that because CB lost the election and the brother is angry. It's not about being angry anyway. The brother voted for CB and you're very clear to that. And let me just remind you that other folks were around here yesterday from 8 to 9.
Yeah.
And I listened to a guy called Richmond. And Richmond, through an introduction, he made out to understand that he hailed from the camp of Mr. Blackie. And another guy too, he came with the team from the camp of Kunya. And another guy too, he came with the team from the camp of how they call him?
Tobati 1OK.
Tobati 1OK. And also the other one from Kofi Kim. So you see, it is not only restricted to a particular camp. We are the folks are coming to the radio and making people to understand about the happening within the district. They are from diverse camp. So, and this is not about politics for now, because the campaign time have finished and we still have a long way to go to get into another campaign. This is not the time. What we are agitating for to get something benefiting the people of District Number 3. But the lawmaker is not listening. To be clear, taking your community leadership to court and leaving them there, coming to appoint another acting group, I think it's a disservice to the district. And the issue about the ambulance, the brother came out continue to emphasize on it. You cannot be scheming on the people that gave you job. We cannot employ you to scheme on us.
Okay.
Seriously.
All right, let's go to the phone line, guys. We are running with time this morning. So we'll take some calls on 077-866-5699, 077-866-5699, or 0880-561644. Let's take this caller here. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Hello, am I live?
You're live. Your name, where joining us from? Welcome.
So my name, this is the voice of Christopher S. Cummins. I join you from the Coastal Hill Bell.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Cummins.
Yeah, so thank you. Thanks to the comrades in studio. You see, you kept pushing the comrade to answer your question as to whether they are being supported by CD. So if a lawmaker incarcerate one of your own unlawfully, do you need any support to fight against that? No. This is the issue that we have been reflecting within the district. And we need to make it clear to Sumoke Moruba that if he doesn't apologize, the people of District TD, the youth, we demand an apology. If the lawmaker doesn't apologize, we'll file a lawsuit against the lawmaker. According to that information.
How soon would that law?
Let me lay my thoughts. Let me lay my thoughts. You can incarcerate one of our own for calling you thieves. Then you think that we can file a lawsuit against you? No one's
I'm asking you, how soon should we expect that lawsuit?
We gave it 72 hours ultimatum. If the nation last night,
okay.
we appear
72 hours. So 72 hours. If the 72 hours elapsed, and I hear anything about,
we'll file a lawsuit against him, and unspecified action will be taken.
Okay,
so if the uncomfortable for the lawmaker, until you apologize. And my other issue, you see the comments in studio there, they are very, very clear with you that if Smo doesn't respect the people of the district, if it doesn't respect the UFO component of the district, he will have no rest within the district. And I don't think you should be pushing the comrades to who they supported.
Okay, thank you so much. You're not telling me what to do, my brother. 077-866-5699, 077-866-5699, 080-561644. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. This is President Rappers. I have to be the chair of the Consent U of District number 3.
Welcome, my brother.
Yes, I say kudos to our studio guests. He's a brilliant young man and he's a spoken words.
Just hello. Just change your position a bit. You are coming in distorted. Hello.
Yeah, so are you getting all right? Are you getting me?
Okay, go ahead. You are live.
All right. So like we have last year, we gave the love to God our ultimate church and he filled up here. So the God action taken against him.
Oh, your line is bad. Your line is bad. I just don't know what's happening to your line this morning. I'll take another person from this angle here. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from.
Let me say good morning to your brilliant studio guests. And for me, I sat attentively and listened to them.
Cool.
This is the voice of Prince Kolaken.
Okay, Prince Kolaken.
And we are all victims of the circumstances. So this far, we are not serving as an extortionate to anyone that we complain or that are complaining on the inept of their lawmaker. But my advice to them is at least let me give Mr. Smo a little bit of time. If you ask me to do a swapping, I would prefer Mr. Smo Moruba go District 5, which I reside, and that they can take their procedure. Because if you look at just what has happened, I have a project in District 3. I hold domicile of 5 districts. I have that project in various districts. But I can see at least a little bit of life for Smo Moruba as compared to Mana Procedure Cooper who go to Welcome Stop Boulevard Party, just drink or liquor can go to a horse. I owe no apologies for this statement. So now, like somebody said, there was a question we posted once to those representative candidates. And they said, if you people, more than 30% going against one lawmaker, why couldn't you add your voices to order to impeach those persons? And what that candidate said is, if you read an impeachment bill, because the Constitution is have a problem, that you have to submit the impeachment bill today, and the impeachment procedure will start at the lower house. So you think those people will impeach their account? No. So what I'm saying now, at least within a year, then we all have Madam President Cooper are getting on 1 year, 12 months. After 12 months, her in-app will be brought to the public. So let them give Mr. Small Mobile
1 year. They will get him 1 year.
Start from there. So the thing about all the men called criminal, they will come in impeach him. Is that justified reason, comprehend?
All right, thank you so much. Let's take another call on 077866569. Let's go back to the phone line. Take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, good morning. I'm Miracle Season calling from Sokoine.
Welcome, Miracle.
Yeah, I want to tell you, brother, let it be peaceful, let it hold their heart. During the time the election had to leave, other than they expected to get a good lawmaker. And so when the lawmaker can't, why you talking about dismissing the other people? See if you are carrying a code, I think that the best thing you are done. But the other young man calling from a district, he don't know the people going through. He say, you want to achieve lawmaker. So, for me, I don't agree with him. Because you two are there, you two are seeing the thing more than us. So
Okay.
I can tell you.
Oh, so you don't want to change your own lawmaker?
Huh?
You don't want to change your lawmaker? You don't want to change your lawmaker?
But how would change my lawmaker when he's working?
Let's take another more call. We take like 3 more calls on the line on 077866569. Let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. This is the voice of Francis Gilbert. I join you from my comfort zone, district number 2.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, so thanks to the convention studio. You see, injustice anywhere because injustice everywhere. The convention studio said, all right, you can't have a dictator serving the people of District 3 and you wanted to keep silent. No, they will not do that. According to the expose, they said that the lawmaker incarcerated one of the Congress. I call that 5-day incarceration. You can't go for somebody at a house by 5 o'clock and before 8 o'clock, you can't in the service. The Congress wasn't given due process. And that's the essence of education. You don't need people to support them for them to speak the truth. No. I think the lawmaker need to come back and apologize to the people of District number 3. Is it not hard for him? For calling them thieves. You can't go and call everybody thieves. No.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We take this other person here quickly. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning. Good morning. This is the voice of Sally joining from District 10 again. I listen to
the man that is against Honorable Yaka Koluba.
The chairman of the movement against Honorable Koluba.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, like the commerce said, it's just said, you know, you can't have a lawmaker who think that you should criticize other people, but when you criticize them, then they say you should be respectful. They use their power to come at you. I listened to the news. I followed the story in issue number 3. What the honorable did to the comrade there, it was totally wrong. It was something it's something that we all have to stand against. That's why we formed the movement in issue number 3 to go against. Issue number 10 to go against Honorable Koluba. Because Honorable Koluba and that man in our district, there's no difference. Both of them has the same charisma, they share the same responsibility when it comes to leadership. They don't respect nobody. They don't value nobody. They think that they have this super right to criticize other people and other people should not criticize them. So I want to say thank you to the comrade, and they have to stand against that too. They have to stand against it to getting out from it.
All right. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. This is Albert Willett. I do joining from my converse doing District 3. Precisely the Puebla Road.
Okay, welcome, Albert.
Yeah, thank you. And firstly, let me say a big thank you to your guests in studio. And for me, I normally follow District 3 politics, and I put the election back then of Icon Honorable Small Mobile. But here's the key. I did vote for Small Mobile not on the basis of contradicting the international human rights declaration. That is the freedom of expression that is enshrined within Article 19 of the Universal Human Rights Declaration, as well as Article 15 of the Liberia 1986 Constitution. I didn't vote him on the basis of silencing human rights. And now there are a lot of issues confronting the livelihood of our people in District number 3, whereas Small Mobile has deliberately refused to dash into this. Yes, we are in rainy season. Rainy season, whereas majorities of the land is being close to pumping era. So we expect our lawmakers by now to launch on the campaign to all the community chairmen by digging the rural drainages where you find the dry seasons cover up, right? You're supposed to create a hole so that avenue should be created to flow free. Other than him going beyond people who are so easy that districts being lifted up as compared to other, developed districts here in most of our country. Mother is a young man, and as a young man, you also have the reflection of the young people to be within you. Now, where you isolate yourself from the young people and personifying has to say you have some other things hearing. But let it just be clearly to Mora. I did vote him, not on the basis of putting commerce in jail. I did vote him, not on the basis of sending his bag and riding expensive car in District 3, where the young people and the morals of our districts are showing into destitution.
Okay,
all right. On the mother, not on the basis of supporting our kind, because we are young people going to school. We are staying now to be giving some teaching utensils to develop public schools other than him renting insults against the young people of District 3.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's hold you there. We'll take our last call, then we'll cross over to the guys to wrap it up here. We are already out of time. Let's take this person here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Bwaka, and good morning to the studio.
Yeah, welcome. Your name is joining us from.
Yeah, the name is Sundri, and I call from District 3 for this back mission.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, the two guys in the studio there, it's just that sometimes it's quite frustrating to see people lying and saying that, oh, it is supported partially. The two guys in the studio there, these are guys that are supported partially to the food and living campaign of. I know don't people are no food. But then getting in the studio and saying they are concerning you, they are propaganda, they are saying it's not, it looks frustrating to us, and we the young people will not subscribe to that. The guy that's talking about in the studio, the guy that's talking about that one of two. There's a guy that is doctor, it's not a freedom of speech, this guy is doctor, a lawmaker saying the lawmaker is a just addict, the lawmaker is a money launderer. That document the proof. In that leg, they call the guy. I think he said yes in that document. He may post it, no more Facebook and all. Tell the people that, oh yes, indeed, if they carry the code in your profile. So the issue is with against it. It was not that they have to take it and police and carry straight to the issue is with carrying to the court. They have a defendant lawyer there for him. The lawmaker have a lawyer there for him to work out. And they went to the case, they couldn't have provided evidence. They had to saying to the moral center person to come back with the evidence, with a lawyer. In that black, the guy in the jail, the guy called back the lawmaker, appealing to the lawmaker that, oh, I was misled. It was just that the kind of police criticism we do on the social media. I was misled by some of my brothers and other things, but I'm sorry for what happened.
Okay. So the man begging.
The man begging, besides that, the man went on radio station and apologized, and I got the man said that the man in which come to intellectual forum in District City. So that is my own friend, brother, and begging lawmaker in the public of the young people. So how would you see that we say, oh, the lawmaker carry the man on lawful to jail? This is not fun. There's a guy that they send the law the election, they got angry, they just be on radio or social media talking a lot of things against the lawmaker, which of course is not fun. But again, it's
but from your own lenses, you know that the lawmaker is doing pretty well, right?
The lawmaker is doing pretty well. There's a lawmaker that we all young for, and the lawmaker going to power. To be frank, I can tell you for sure. There's a man that doing everything that the people is interest. As it relates to the DDC issue and the elder council, they are not following the case. There's a DDC and elder council that have been in power since 2015. And according to our constitution of the district, say you must serve in power for 4 years. If you serve in power for 4 years, after the 4 years, you must go to election. Then after then, the people don't want to go to election. And get more back in, say, want to work with you. Get the man leadership. The guys are saying they can move on there. So they went to the court. When they went to the court, they come over a ruling. And they dissolve all of them. The DDCO, the elder council, the board directly dissolving. And they made that one paper to okay. I hope committee in the district to carry an election. And if they are still, they went back to the court come over. I saw really again. You get more insight on all the things here because definitely. All right, thank you so much. Guys, we you guys listen to the callers, most especially the last man. The man want to put you under the bus, so I don't know. the man dealing with the issue. I don't know who's going first.
Mr. Francis. Thank you. See, I listen to the callers. Let me appreciate all of the callers who call in to make their input on the issues regarding our district. You see, first of all, let me start with the last caller, Stone, my brother Stone. You see,
you know him?
Well, I have not. Maybe I'm knowing him in person, but I have not really seen him. Maybe I'm knowing him in person. Okay, but you see, the comrade is being dangerously misled. Okay. Yes, comrade. These are people that are sitting on the quiet bench of Sumo. They are the one that are singing Kumbaya with Sumo, right? How can you say that the DDC have been at it since 2015?
I need to bring you in a main still.
Very good. You can bring out. We'll discuss the issues.
Yeah, further, man.
I'm telling you to bring out.
I should bring them in.
Bring him on, let him and I discuss the issues.
Okay,
okay?
So call me. The mail, yeah, I don't get a mail number. I wish you could call back.
No problem.
So I can bring
Yeah,
you.
but
Because when the mail,
I have a number.
Okay, very good.
Because
very
I know
good.
the mail deal with it.
Okay, let him come. When you face the issue, right? So there's an issue. You said the DDC have been at it since 2015, but then Bashir was elected 2018. Bashir.
I think the mail. Hello?
Yeah. Good morning again, people.
Like you. Oh, okay. I will get a number for the mail.
Okay, you work small. You don't have me having
no, like me won't call the mail.
Oh, okay.
Like me won't call the mail.
So, yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
You see, you said people were acting or they were elected since 2015, but then Bashir came himself for 6 years. Bashir worked with that DDC. And when Bashir felt this enchanted with that same DDC, Bashir took them to court. And what they see small money. And when they stood their bond, he released them because of political motive. He felt that the people will run campaign for him and they will support him, in which the people did. He manipulated the people mad against Bashir. Right? Now the people went a red campaign against Bashir, they supported him. Now he won the election. This is the time he got to know that this DDC will see people.
Okay. Let me just hold you there. Let me take my commercial break. Okay, we have to wrap it up because this reason I need to make commitment.
Yeah.
Please.
Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
My people, you're not hear it. The LRA people, the people that can collect government taxes, they say that it's time to pay your real estate tax. Whether you get house or you get land in a city or outside the city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay your tax from now to July 1 this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know and pay your tax for your properties. Just cooperate when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us can enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, the government will do plenty fun things for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
Tax payment is a national duty.
We all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the author of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax. We all enjoy.
Okay, so we needed to make that commercial commitment with our sponsors here on the show. Wrapping up. So because our next set of guests that are already here, let's conclude with you. Cool.
Okay, so as I was saying, if he says that people were at this 2015, and Bashir came at that time, they have already gone 3 years. Bashir worked with them for the entire 6 years. Bashir felt this chance with these people, and he took them to court. It was the same smoke Monumba that manipulated those people against Bashir. He went into their body, he released the people from court.
Yes,
so
I asking that question here on the platform because he said he was working with them. He freed them when they were behind by Bashir.
Yeah.
He went and freed them because he said by that time he no one knew them. And they're working. He said he no one knew them and they're working. So that was why he collaborated with them. And then but today he's no longer working with them because what they are doing, they are not working in the interest of the district.
Okay, no problem. Since you are dissolved, then you appointed a committee to conduct election to various communities. let Sumo tell us, or the camp of Sumo should now tell us which one of the community in number 3 have conducted their entire district or their community leadership. Let him tell us no community has conducted any electoral process. So, brother Prince Kulake, quickly, brother, thank you for your input. You don't know the things that we're going through. We are not in your district here, right? As Presidio Cooper, as Presidio working. So you have seen that you want us to do a changes. Well, we are not Presidio nobody in this country.
So you want to change your lawmaker?
What from me? I agree for all the mayor changes. Right? I agree.
Okay, that's important. Thank you, Kwewu.
Okay,
Okay,
again, let me say thanks to the Point 7 family. To the last brother. You know, these are the guys we have in our midst that all we want the system to be ratting.
I'm bringing a man along with you.
They benefit from the
Y'all
system.
gonna get prepared.
That's why they have a quotation that says that if the struggle of the better intensify, integrity is no longer regarded. This is a brother that I know over the time, knowing to be a decent brother that support the ideology of the Student Unification Party, but the brother is not having the contradiction. He has now become recalcitrant when it comes to the issue that have to do with the people. You cannot come to the disco making people to understand that the DDC were established 2015. The new DDC were even brought forth to the district by Honorable Bashir in 2018.
Okay.
And Johnny Boga was the first DDC chair. And there have been people after the order within a particular position. Then he's making people to understand that those who are in power, they came to power since 2015.
Okay, guys,
you're misleading the people.
All right.
So this is the time that the people have to get the adequate information. Honorable Sumo Bolba is not listening to the people of district number 3. And if he cannot apologize, we will keep emphasizing on this. If he cannot apologize to the youth of district number 3, there will be a lawsuit against him. And if he will go, he pay some of the dollars that he paid in recent to incarcerated brother, he will continue to pay his dollars. Okay. And we are not going to bow down to a metre when it comes to issue about sideline critical forces within our district.
Okay.
I want to say again, thanks to the Punch Event family for giving all the leverage and the opportunity to appear on the show.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. So let me close up quickly and beg you. Thank you, Baka, for the invite. And this is my debut on the Punch FM station. You know, these are the stations that are under the previous tyrannical regime that we stood in the struggle for. We agitated for this to happen because we knew that these days will come that young people voices will be heard. Yeah. And this was a platform they would have used to clear all their anger from their chest, but rather going to brutal. So these was the opportunities that we were looking for under that regime. But thank God, under the leadership of His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Dimabwaka, these are issues. The freedom of speech has been exercised, right? The rule of law has been exercised. Thank you. And thanks to the CEO, Big Brother Patrick Honda. Is very good ideological people. I love him so much. And I love you also, Braka. Thank you. As a young man to really bring young people to clear all their chairs like this, it takes a young man to do that. Thank you very much. And we look forward for more engagement, interaction on the platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the voice of the guys there from district number 3, Moserado County. In conversation with us here this morning, the Punch Breakfast Show. Coming shortly, we'll take our next set of guests and we'll be talking innovation and when it comes to electrical vehicle and other things within Liberia, the introduction of it, how was it done and how will it be done, will coming up shortly on here.
Tax payment is a national duty.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax, we all enjoy.
Tax payment is a national duty.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax. We all enjoy.
You can't beat it, not even in a marathon. Here comes the punch that makes the difference. Punch FM, the newest sensation.
When we all contribute, we become entitled to development.
We are the authors of our destiny.
Tax payment is a commitment we make towards the future of the unborn generation.
When we pay taxes, we hold our leaders accountable.
Be a part of change. Be a part of transformation.
Pay tax. We all enjoy.
Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
People, you don't hear it? The LRA people, the people then that can collect government taxes, they say that it's time now to pay your real estate tax. Whether you get house or you get land in a city or outside the city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay your tax from now to July 1 this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know about paying your taxes for your properties. Just cooperate when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us can enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, the government will do plenty fun things for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
You can pay even when you living up.
Okay, welcome back to the Punch Breakfast Show this morning. It's a very wet Wednesday morning, the 12th day of June 2024. Let me say good morning. If you just joining us, welcome. This is the Punch Breakfast Show. We are coming to you live from outside the nation's capital in Monrovia, that's Pittsville, outside the nation's capital. So this morning on this segment, we'll be talking innovation here on our platform, and our brother is here. He's been behind the importation of electric vehicle, for the first of a kind to have electric vehicle and other electrical material here in our country. So he's there with us this morning. We'll cross over to him so he can introduce himself. Then we kickstart the show. Good morning, welcome to the show. You have to wear your headphone, and yeah, they'll see. All right, okay. Good morning, welcome.
Thank you.
Just close to the microphone a bit, please. Okay, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I don't know your name, so you will introduce yourself, who you are, then we'll go directly into the program.
Well, my name is Royce Langbedia, and I'm the president of the LEAP Network. So the LEAP Network stands for Liberia Energy Asset Practitioner Network. So it's an association. It's an umbrella association for all renewable energy companies.
Okay.
Yes.
And your name, sir?
My name is Elvis T. Thomas. I'm the head of operations of Emergy Liberia.
Mm.
Emergy Liberia is a sustainable mobility company that's introducing electric kekes to Liberia.
Yeah, is it keke that park on the Congotan bell there? Because
no, our kekes are not parked. They're already on traffic and they're driven by women drivers.
All right, so let's move on to move into the discussion. Why is this institution and the importation of electric keke into the country? How did you get at this? It's a different style of commercializing the keke in Liberia. How did it come about this?
So, as I said earlier, our association is an umbrella association, and all business that part of the association is involved into renewable energy. So we at the association level, we encourage renewable energy. So companies that are into them, we try to promote their businesses and stuff. Like for example, Elvis is here and he is the operation for Imagery, and they are importing electric keke. And there are other companies bringing in electric vehicle, electric motorbikes, electric keke and stuff. So it's our responsibility to partner and see how we can promote it, encourage them. So personally, I'm into renewable energy, but I am more into solar. So these electric keke, it can also be charged by the main grid, the ADC. It can also be charged with solar energy. So you go away totally different from gas.
All right.
So we look at our neighboring country all around the world. Electric vehicle is becoming popular, and we can always be the last, right? So these companies are bringing it in. We got to work together, promote it, create these awareness so the public can be aware of it. Because a lot of our people, you talk about electric vehicle, they are not too sure what it is. So even some electric in the streets, is that it's kind of strange, right?
Yeah,
it's very quiet, no noise. And the way they are going about it is very unique. And when they hire female drivers,
wow!
So it's no noise, it's different, and it created this excitement within, bringing a new dynamic to this transportation.
Yeah. So before we move on to our brother, how soon do we expect like the Tesla and other moving electric vehicles in Liberia? Because a lot of other African countries are now importing them. So Liberia shouldn't be exception from that now.
Absolutely, and this is what they are doing. There are electric vehicle here. There's a company that brought electric vehicle, and it's going to be using it as Uber. So you need a ride. You don't need for you to go and stay on the road look for taxi.
Yeah.
They have an app. You just request it. They come and pick you up and take you to your final destination. Even with Imagery, like electric keke. You're in town. You want to run to the next street, wherever in town you want to go. They have an app. Hopefully, they're going to be launching the app soon. You just go online, open your app, and request a ride. They come to your destination, pick you up, and carry you to wherever you want to go. So it's a new flavor. It's a new way of doing things.
It's a new way of transporting people, because it happens in Ghana, it happens in Nigeria. You can just do it. The app right on your phone. The car come to your house, they pick you up. The car come to your house. The motorbike can run to your house and pick you up and carry you to where you go and put it down right there. It's just like you paying for the duration, right?
Right.
The distance that you cover.
You're gonna cover.
Yeah.
But the unique thing about this, it's gonna be all electric vehicles.
Okay. Yeah. So since the introduction of the electric keke in Liberia, how Liberia been responding? How you see the business?
Liberians have been responding positively. So first, they are very curious. They see kekes on the street completely different, because we have bright colors, but they see women driving. So it's the first thing that I always call their attention. But also the kekes have no noise, so they're moving. Many days they're asking, "Is it on?" I am driving it. So and then they'll ask, "Are you using gas?" Like, we're not using gas. So we have to answer all these questions as we're driving. And so when they first came, we were training the drivers along the road. And as we're on the road, we would have convoys of motorcycles and kekes behind us, everybody asking, even as we're moving. So it's been positive response from the start. And I think people are more interested day by day as we're on the road. And they're interested for even the other companies that are coming. People are excited to see them. So I think it's a good thing.
Is it that you guys are selling some of them, or you guys are just doing it commercially for Liberia? How is it done? Because some people will say, "Oh, let me import it and sell it to other Liberians because they want to commercialize it also." How is it? How you guys doing it?
No, we are not selling them now. We are operating them ourselves. So as you said, we have the kekes here. We have women drivers who are operating them in traffic, and we have a mobile app that will be launching soon. So very soon, Liberians will be able to use the app and order a keke once you're in Monrovia, because for now, we're only operating in Monrovia. As time goes by, then we will scale up to different parts of Liberia and subsequently to other countries. So for now, we're operating ourselves.
Okay, so what make your keke different from other kekes that are being imported by other people?
Primarily, they're electric. They're not using gas.
That's the only thing.
I know that's not the only thing. It also, just by the fact that they're electric, it also means there's lower operating costs. Drivers wouldn't have to buy gasoline, and they wouldn't have to do frequent maintenance, which also means that they're earning more money in traffic than other people who are riding the conventional KKS. So based on that, we are supporting the drivers, high income, giving them better income for better jobs. Also, we are making positive impact on the environment. So I think that is already a lot on its own. That it's a big difference between our KKS that are electric and the KKS that are using gas.
Yeah, but why are you prioritizing ladies that much over gentlemen?
Inclusion, man. As you can see, we have a transport sector that's completely dominated by men, right? So it's just about time that we give women the opportunity to be a part, and they are excited. Other women see our drivers and they take my number and call and say that they're interested. So now I have a waiting list of women who are waiting for more KKS so they could also join. So I think it's just about inclusion. It's not about prioritizing women over men. It's just about inclusion, giving them the opportunity to do what they can do.
So your launch of the keke in Liberia, how many keke now you have on the streets of Monrovia? And my next question is, before my colleague can come in, the duration of this particular keke, because some will say the ordinary keke will take you from this year to this year, and your own keke. Let's look at the duration of the keke.
Yeah, duration of the conventional KKS
Yeah.
first is about 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. Duration of ours is 4 years.
Wow, extra 2 years.
Yep.
So, yeah, because your own no much maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that not much pressure is only like the way the conventional keke is.
Yeah. So in our technical terms, we say less moving parts. So less parts for engines and all that. So less oil, which means it's just all battery and wires. So yeah, it can go longer.
Okay, so how many keke now you have on the streets?
Right now we have 4.
4.
Yes, but we're bringing more within the coming months.
All right, so let's.
Yeah, when you were outlining some of your activities, I'm concerned about this issue of safety, because you talk about your electric keke, does not have any sound. So a person moving, and that keke is at your back, how you get notice of it? It doesn't have any sound.
Yes, our drivers are trained to keep a safe, healthy distance from other KKS and pedestrians, but also we prioritize safe driving. So they are trained not to overtake as much as the other KKS and to watch out for pedestrians. Also, keep a safe distance and honk.
Okay.
If that's a case where they have to pass another KK or a person, to honk before doing so, because again they're silent and most times people don't know they're coming.
Sure. And also, I'm concerned also about the fare. That is, we go to take people from the various streets within, the Monrovia area. How much does it cost your riders to charge?
Yeah. Right now, since we haven't launched the app, they are doing the regular rides as the other KKS, so they're charging the same. But after we have launched the app, it's for chatter only. So we've tried to design the formula as close as you will pay if you're chattering any other KK.
How do you recruit those females to form part of your company to be riders? Is it that once a person express interest, you just incorporate the person? How is it done?
No, we put out a recruitment about 2 years ago. So they've been with us for a while. We've been taking them through series of trainings, driving training, entrepreneurship training, personal leadership, personal financial management. So for us, it's more than just giving them the job. It's really about empowering and educating them. So throughout our service, we have a huge capacity building program for them, and we plan to make it continuous as we go along. So we put out recruitment 2 years ago. They applied, we vetted them, and we trained them.
I guess you follow everything, and you are the brain behind this. And working a lot with them, how things been like?
I mean, they are the brain behind this. So
yeah, but you are the overall.
So our association try to bring everyone together. So we share ideas, we share success stories, we advocate, on behalf of the sector, especially now this sector with electric vehicle is a new sector in Liberia. So we just launched electric vehicle last week,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been. Another major part of it is there is no policy governing this sector.
Mm.
So we've been working with the government, Minister of Transport, and they have been very, very supportive.
Okay.
And so they are taking on the initiative, and we're going to have a series of roundtable discussion in developing policy that will guide the new sector.
Mm.
So because now there's no policy.
Mm.
Moving forward, we wanted to be like any other sector. So you're talking about the duration.
Yeah.
There's parts, there's service. What policies that we're going to have on the book to govern it,
Yeah.
to make sure those things are happening,
Mhm.
and not just that. It's so many things that we need to make sure is in place. And so now the government are taking this initiative. Minister of Transport is making sure that a policy is developed. And so all of these companies are bringing electric vehicles, are working along with the LEAP network, and partnering with the government to develop policy that will govern this new sector. So we launched this process already, and hopefully within the next 6 months to a year. Development policy will take some time.
Yeah.
But hopefully in the near future, very soon, we'll have a policy that will guide this sector. Yeah.
The LEAP network. I understand that you guys are involved into other electric material importation, the solar panel and other things. My thing here is that Liberian believe in the issue about generator. Every one of us, that's what we grew up on. The Tiger generator. When it comes to solar panel, people say, "Oh, it's expensive and it's time consuming." But it's long lasting though. And I want to know from you, since you've been into this business, Liberian really going for electric material.
I mean, solar 10 years ago, 15 years ago, were very new to Liberia. But we have come a long way. Okay, even today, we set in solar system in real communities. So yes, you talk about price, you talk about generator.
Yeah.
Yes, we used to the Tiger generator, but guess what? Now there's solar generator that you put it on, no noise. You got to buy gas. So when you talk about price, short term, it might appear expensive, but you're looking at long term. Long term, within the short term, it pay for itself and will last a very, very long time. So if you think long term, the future is bright. The same way you talk about the electric, the average keke will last you 2 years, but the electric keke
4 years,
double the time,
two extra years.
So we employ these all of these stuff, especially when we're talking about climate change, global warming. This is the reason we try to promote electric keke, sort of renewable energy products. That sort of home system, solar generators and stuff, instead of using the traditional way. Because bottom line is this, right? When you talk about generator, your Tiger generator, how much you spend in a week on gas? Then you talk about maintenance. So yes, you might be spending smaller amount, when you go and buy the generator, but long term you're paying more on that generator than when you purchase an electric, and not electric, is solar generator. It's similar for solar home system and stuff like that. With the electric keke, look at how much you spend on gas alone.
Yeah. Every day I don't use 3 gallons, 4 gallons.
I mean, if you just calculate that, the electric keke, I mean, it does not even compare. Then plus you look at how long it's going to last you. So it's a win-win when you talk about renewable energy products, because the sustainability, it got to be sustainable. And all of these products we're bringing in, these renewable energy products, will make sure that it is tested, it meets the international standards, so it can last long. You won't be able to buy these renewable energy products, and a day or two it break down with you. And plus, there's no warranty. This is why all of our renewable energy products, especially being part of our association, it has warranty and it lasts you a long time. And those companies stand behind that warranty. So if there's any issue with those equipment, if they cannot have a repair, you try to replace it.
My next question, probably my Cody will come in. My question now is that are other people expressing interest in importing? For instance, like you said, somebody will start an Uber or vehicle, electric vehicle right here in Liberia. Are other people expressing interest in being a part of this? Like, oh yes, I want to be the sole importer of electric vehicle when it comes to like Tesla, when it comes to other electric vehicle in Asia and other places. Are people expressing interest in some of these things?
I mean, we did a launch last week. The government was there, the public was there, other media was there. I mean, people are, actually, as you mentioned, just when those keke driving the street, people stopping and asking other keke and motorbike riding along them. I mean, they will leave where they go and follow them, just inquiring about these electric
what it is or not.
You know, it bring a lot of excitement. You know, I mean, I think it was a few months ago we had a fair at Monrovia City Hall, and we had all these renewable energy products. Thousands of people went there. I mean, I've been doing this now for a while.
Okay.
And wherever we go, we promote it, try to create this awareness, and you know.
Before I cross over to my brother, is this a Monrovia-based thing, or you trying to reach out in the Leeward counties? Because other products people may like, because the people in the counties that not having access to electricity, they may need solar light to get their day-to-day activities going on. How soon should they expect your institution to reach out to them, you know, in selling a solar light, in selling other solar products to them?
If you talk about solar home system, we everywhere. I mean, we in rural other rural communities, we in this, you know, in these renewable energy products. But when you talk about electric vehicles, this is what we want to make sure that policy are developed. So when these electric vehicles are in Maryland, we're out there somewhere, there is service station, there will be service. You know, you have policy guy in there making sure that there is structure there, that if you have an electric vehicle there, you have means of charging it, you have means of servicing it and stuff like that.
So the government of Liberia, you guys, has the partnership been like working along with the government?
Excellent. Excellent. They've been very, very welcoming, very, very encouraging. That input been good. In fact, tomorrow we have a meeting at Minister of Transport is calling a meeting, bringing all these major stakeholders that into electric vehicle together, and they're having a meeting at Minister of Transport. That's just to show you. And we just had this launch last week. So things are moving fast, and I mean they've been very, very encouraging and supportive, I would say.
Okay, let's cross over to how soon, you know, like you say, you have four now in country, and we are expecting pretty soon, few months from now, you'll be importing extra keke in the country. How soon we'll start seeing them in the Basso, the Magibi, the Cape Mount, and other counties?
Hopefully we'll start seeing them soon. So we have to scale up through in Monrovia and other neighboring communities, which we're going to do in the coming months. So we hope that we can reach out to other parts of Liberia within a year or two. So it's also just about infrastructure development, as reason why we're working on developing a policy with Leap Network. So in order for these vehicles to go out in these places, you need certain type of infrastructure, primarily charging stations.
Okay.
So it's really about infrastructure. It's about partnership, and these things take a little bit of time to develop. So we hope that within the coming year, we will have them through other parts of Liberia.
Okay. And you know, why the two of you were, I'm also concerned about this thing about there are Liberian, aspiring tech professionals, young people who are into the field of technology, what are some of your own plans to have their skills that they already have, to tap on their skills so that Liberia can be a country to produce electric vehicles?
I know the company that is bringing in electric vehicle. My discussion with I'm not too sure she's the CEO or the operation manager or something. That plan is in the very near future, and that is discussion on that end. Their own institution working with the manufacturing stuff to start manufacturing and not manufacturing, assembling some of the electric vehicles in Liberia in the very near future. But other things take time. So even with his electric keke, those are all new technology to Liberia. And you can just bring it into the country and just spray it out all over the place like that.
Also,
so you got to carry
for, our next batch of kekes, we will be assembling them here. So, and it's going to be within the coming months soon. So yeah, we really focus on empowering people, not just the drivers, but also the technicians, and we are a local team and we're expanding that local team. So technicians, drivers, we're empowering people and we will be doing our assembling here.
So
Yeah, so now he said he just added that, but before he arrived at that point of assembling, or before his keke get on the street and just all over, you got to carry on your own kit static. You got to carry a pallet. So little by little, they're making progress. So with the pallet, they did, or they identified, what needs to be done. We talk about charging station, you need technician. So if there's no technician to service, although it need a minimum servicing, but if it do require servicing, do you have technician to service it who know what they are doing? So they got to make sure that you'll be, in your own business. So it's a lot of things going on now, making sure that the is level and everything is done right before you push it at the higher to the next level. And they have done a lot of work.
Introduction of the issue about establishing or coming up with the boat, like in Ghana they will say boat ride, other places they say Uber, but introducing that in Liberia is a huge tax because we Liberians are already used to the issue. Let me go on the road, man. I get my car on the road, but when I will sit down and for instance, you just have few keke or few cars that in a country, you want to establish this issue about Uber in a country. If I'm somebody that reside in Pittsburgh here, and I don't have access to none of your cars or kekes or motorbikes in the terrain, it means that I have to wait for the driver to leave from Cinco or to leave from probably Red Light to reach me. That's time consuming. The time that I should take to wait for that person, I can take that time to go on the road and get on taxi and just move. So I don't know how you guys are going to convince Liberians to graduate from where we are to where you want us to go.
Look, it's simple. Even in the US and in the US, Europe, or other places that Uber is popular, it's no different from here when that is launched. Clearly, a lot of awareness will be carried out, right? But when you know that you want to be on Broad Street, you're in Red Light, you're in Pittsburgh, you want to be Broad Street in an hour, you don't wait for that time before you call for the Uber. So you might request that Uber maybe 30 minutes ahead, or so they too now making arrangement to get to you to get you to your destination in time.
Yeah. Also, again, it's just about planning, right? So you asked about the app and how we encourage people. I think people are looking forward to a change. I mean, even you, wouldn't you enjoy using an app?
I will.
Definitely. So it's one of the reasons why we're introducing this slowly, because you can't raise so much demand and you have
Right.
less supply. So we're doing that slowly. But also it's the app itself tells you how soon the driver will be there. So it's all about how you will plan your time, and also within the cities or communities that we'll be in, we'll ensure that people have access to the kekes once they have the app. So these are all the things we're working on. And it's a lot of work, but it's all progress. So yeah, soon I'm sure people will be excited to join.
It's a long time goal, or it's a quick impact project. Do we expect this soon, or we should say a year or two from now?
We expect it soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yes, because this project, that business, they started in a few months ago.
Okay.
They've been working on this now for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of work, as I told you, even for their drivers to get behind the electric keke and get on the street. It took what, a year or so?
Yeah, it's been about 2 years with the drivers. So we had to go through a series of capacity building training with them before we even get to driving training. And even as they're now on the street, we're still doing more driving training with them. So
Right.
it's not just one day thing. It's well planned.
All right, so guys, we'll go to the phone lines and take some calls on 0778 665 699, 0778 665 699, or 0880 561644, 0880 561644. And yeah, it's something I thought it wise in bringing you guys on, because a lot of Liberians, the issue about electric materials in our country, people are not really like going into it too much. But some people have already, for me, say, if I have it, the day I get my money now, that my whole other electric, I call it that solar I'll put it, because it is good, long lasting, no noise, and effective.
Very effective.
Every country now, in other countries, the entire electric system is being carried out by the same solar stuff.
You have an alternative.
Yeah, because you just need a sunlight. You just need, even a rain for the whole day, so you can still use your
with daylight.
Once
they
they
get charged.
Once there's daylight, it still get charged. And when I ask you the issue about government, and you say it is the relationship is cordial, some people, most especially in our country, once Liberians are involved in business or businesses, some will complain that we are not getting the support of government, we are not getting the support of government, and this been our age-old thing that our government is neglecting Liberian-owned businesses, government not showing concern. That was what I asked you the question about the relationship between you and the government. But let's go to the phone line, take our first call, and after that we come over. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name, where you joining us from?
So this is Spencer Taylor calling from the Ministry of Transport.
Mr. Taylor, welcome.
Thank you. So I'm the director for the Division of Climate Change and Environment, tightly working with the teams there in studio on the development of the e-mobility policy, all right, and pushing our transport sector towards sustainability. Yeah, so I was just following, and you posed a question to one of the guests there concerning technology. So this entire thing about transitioning to sustainable mobility or improving our e-vehicle adoption in the country is a whole new transformation of technology. All right, it's a whole new technological transformation we are doing here. All right, so we are going to leverage on these opportunities to empower our youth coming up who are into the tech. Okay. Yep, like Elvis put it, they are going to be assembling their EVs in country. And obviously people and youth in those areas are going to be the ones to use to have these equipment manufactured, assembled, sorry. Yeah, so it's a whole new technological transfer and shift that we are doing here. So we are glad to work with the LEAP Network and Emerging Liberia in shifting the development priorities of our transport sector towards sustainability.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so that's somebody. Yeah, he's from the Ministry of Transport. Let's go to the phone line and take this other person here quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yes, sir. Your name is joining us from.
Brother, this is Fabian Do from FEC.
Welcome, Fabian.
Yeah, brother. Let me say thank you to the studio guest. You know, brother, it's so amazing to see the keke not using gas.
Yo, my brother.
Yeah, for me, I've not seen that before since I was born. Yeah, I don't know, so things like that, we hope that the government try to create an environment so that the private people can kind of give our people jobs, because everybody will not go to government. So at least when the private people, when the government open the environment and people come to get just people things that better. So let me say kudos to I don't know whether they got any plan to have similar keke similar to the motorbike. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. They're listening. They will respond to that. We're still taking your calls on 0778 665 699 or 0880 561 644 0880 561 644. And the guys from the Ministry of Transport just called. It seems to be that there is a total cordial working relationship. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said earlier, in fact, I may appreciate Spencer for calling in and giving his positive input. So yeah, the relationship is very good. This zero emission is now going to benefit Liberia in so many ways. Because open up a whole new sector. You're talking about tech, these young kids, these young educated technician, smart computer guys with Google developing tech app and stuff. So now it's a new sector they will be involved in, that this sector is opening up. So not only there's service to these keke, but repair and everything. When gas business get high.
I think you enjoy it. I think you enjoy it. I'm not again.
You gotta be looking for gas. I want to say, this zero emission vehicle will definitely have impact our country in a very, very positive way.
But these are some of the advantages of having alternative transport methods, right? So we know there have been times in Liberia when we suffer for gas and we were all cramped at the gas stations. So imagine now that you have electric vehicles, at least a little bit of that problem is solved, right? So it's good to have these options. And I think it's a boost for our transport sector that now that we have electric vehicles and we have more people. And to answer the other caller, yes, there are other companies that have electric scooters here in Liberia, and people are buying them there for sale. So yeah, you can check them out and maybe get yourself an electric scooter too.
But Evans now
don't confuse the people now. Don't say electric scooter, say electric bike.
Electric bike. But Evans now, LEC can go anytime. I own an LEC building now. So without the electricity, it is still chargeable.
Yes. So our kekes are charging two ways. So we have our solar charging stations, which is the primary method of charging, and we're only using LEC as backup. So through our service, the primary charging method is using solar energy, which is why they're solar kekes.
Yeah, Liberians, this is about you now, graduating from one stage to another. It's a welcoming thing, and I like the idea. I like the fact that the LEAP network, you guys are doing pretty well, and I must admit, reaching this far is an eye opener to a lot of us Liberians, because when I saw the article on one of the newspaper, I thought it was I read it through. I say yes, this is helpful for our country. And I must commend you guys for the job well done.
Thank you very much. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
And pretty soon, the ordinary Liberians that are listening to the radio, they will know the importance of what we are discussing. Probably now they are not getting it like the way me I'm getting it now. But the ordinary Liberians, when they start to feel the impact of this discussion, or they start to benefit from the keke, the other things that we are talking about, that when they are here now and they are benefiting for it, that's the time they will start to express more interest into it.
Precisely. And so this is the reason when we had the lunch last week, when all of the electric zero emission vehicles were out there, the bike, the keke, the cars, so people can come out and see it, touch it, the sample it, driving around all over the place, so they can see that their thing is real. It's not just something they read in magazine or they see on in a movie. They don't know it's real. It is here, So we're making gradual step, but the gradual step in the right direction. So hopefully in the very, very near future, we can see the thing all over the city and hopefully throughout the country. And they definitely have plans for that, So
but everything have a huge tax on him, a very huge tax. I'm serious.
We came to execute that tax. That's why we're here.
Because at times go by, the demand will be too much,
right?
And once the demand is high, you will have to double up your game to get the thing out to the Liberian people, and that's a huge tax I'm talking about.
And we're working on ensuring that we can supply that demand. So we're very confident, and we know for sure that we are rolling out our kekes gradually, and by the time everybody's on board, the kekes will be available for everyone.
Okay, folks, so we can take at least one or two more calls, then we wrap it up. We are already going to 10 o'clock, so we are here for 1 hour. So the phone lines are open. If you want to say something, you want to ask a question, probably you have a concern that you want to raise up, they are here to answer those questions here this morning on 0778-665-699. Once again, 0778-665-699 or 0880 561-644. If you have a concern or you have a question that you want to ask, you can call that number and you will be live with us this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show on Punch FM 106.7. Ishmael, you've been following closely, and this is a welcoming news introducing electric vehicles in Liberia. Let's go to the phone line, take this person, then we can come over. Okay, we mess up on our call. Ishmael, you want to come in?
Yeah, definitely. And we've been with this issue about climate change, where the world is battling it. There have been, the conference of parties that have been held in Glasgow, so world leaders can craft ideas to, tackle this issue about climate change. And now coming up with this issue of electric vehicle, and kekes or tricycle is actually welcoming. And I'm also concerned about the source of importation. Where are you importing these electric vehicles from? Which country?
Our vehicles are imported from Pakistan, which is also for us a very strategic source, because they have similar weather to ours. They have similar climate conditions. So for us, it's not just about the vehicles, it's also about durability and strength. So we have to ensure that they can strive in Liberia, and they can.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually welcoming and hoping that the national government can see need to have more of these equipment into the country, so that it helps to reduce some of those, raise the country standard. We're in the issue about the rainy season, and we see how most of our communities have been flooded. You see people have this issue about the sunlight, they've been battling it. So if we have this, where in the ozone layer and our climate, our environment are protected with this reduction, where we don't have more smoke going to the ozone layer, wherein vehicles will no longer be smoking, our tricycles will no longer be smoking. It's actually a good, and it's economical, because you won't have the time to go to stay in the long queue to purchase gasoline.
Yeah,
we have to save some of that cash, for other maintenance purposes of a vehicle, and it will be long lasting. It's actually welcoming.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when you talk about the fight towards climate change and global warming, it's not only about cutting down trees.
Sure.
First thing we always talk about the source of energy people use for lighting, especially in rural communities and stuff. you know. Then we talk about improved cooking, but all of those stuff cause toxic emission, right? But we're fighting that. The vehicles too are also putting a lot of toxic emissions, so we can't dismiss that. So we got to incorporate it in the fight against climate change and global warming. So these companies are bringing in these electric zero emission vehicles. They got to be encouraged. We got to work together and say, so making sure that they're all part of the fight against climate change and global warming. And pretty much that's why they are doing it. It's not just about business and they want to sell a keke, a motorbike, or electric vehicle, zero emission vehicle. They are all part of this fight against climate change and global warming. So all of those are part of this fight. They embrace them, they welcome them, they work together, motivate them to continue the good work.
Okay, motivating them to continue the good work. Everest, we will have to wrap it up. We are already out of time. We just have roughly about 6 more minutes to go. So finally, before we take leave of you, any message to the Liberian people and anything that we didn't touch on that you want to flag out?
I think we've covered everything, but to the Liberian people, I want to say thank you because they've been very welcoming. They've been very supportive to the drivers as well. So thank you to that. And I think I want to encourage everyone to, ride the electric vehicles they see on the street. Let's make our transport sector greener and healthier for every one of us. So yes, ride with the vehicles, support the other companies that are working as well. Support the government because they are also being very supportive, and we are working on a policy that will benefit everyone. So let's be, I would say, positive. Let's be very positive about it, and let's all ensure that it works. So yeah.
Before I cross over to the big brother, ladies running keke, it may appear that some of them probably maybe taking advantage, maybe taking over them, they may be taken advantage of by other people like guys in a traffic. Have there been any complaint from them that this is the problem I'm facing in riding this keke on the street when it comes to policing, when it comes to other keke riders, when it comes to men?
Zero complaints.
Zero complaints.
Zero complaints.
And I hope that Fanfan Junior put there too.
Contrary to that, as you are saying, in fact, when the police see it, when they say in the police said,
oh man, you're doing a
good job. They decided to see them. So no harassment.
No harassment, nothing. One police officer told me, man, I want my daughter to come join. So please let me know I can. So yeah, it's been all positive. It's been all positive, and even the drivers, they tell me that the interactions with their passengers is always good. People are interested in what they're doing. People are supporting them. People even give them extra tips. So yeah,
and that females are very careful.
I'm very careful.
So even with me, I want to ride on them because they carry me
safely.
Carry me safely.
Yeah,
they won't be being all aggressive, jumping.
Sure. Okay, so before we take leave of you, and then final message, and then Live Network, like I said, you guys are doing well. We want to appreciate you publicly on this platform, and you guys keep doing the best for the Liberian community.
Yeah, so I appreciate you reaching out to us and providing a platform for us to talk about what we are doing in the communities in our country, our beloved country, Liberia. We'll continue to do the things we need to do to improve our sector, our environment. And I just encourage everyone to see these electric vehicles out there. Hey, pop in. Don't just look, take a ride. Yeah, so I'm ready to appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Ishmael, before we go.
Yeah, and it was actually quite, educative, not all of the time.
We have politics.
Yeah, sure. So these are conversations our people are truly interested to hear on platform of such. It's actually, laudable that Live Network is partnering with his company to have this established in our country. And often that our government see this as a means of, empowering its citizens, because more Liberians will be empowered and they help to reduce the risk the country is going to face in terms of climate change and global warming, so that we have all of us, rallying around this company to have it as a brand across this country, so that we have our country be on the safe side. It's actually great to be here this morning.
All right, that's the voice of Ishmael Mako here this morning on the Punch Breakfast Show. So, folks, we wrap it up on today's edition. Tomorrow we'll be back here for a brand new edition of the show. Buakai Amara Kamara is my name. I've been here with Ishmael Logan. Join us tomorrow. Up until then, it's bye-bye from our end this morning on the PBS. That's the Punch Breakfast Show. I think it's one here.